What up, Limp? How was your day?
Oh, it's all right, man. It's all right. It's kind of long, but it's cool. You don't can't really complain.
I hear you. I hear you.
Who's there to complain to?
Yeah, right? At the end of the day.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we could. So far as me and you. All right, there you go. There you go. All right, there you go. All right.
All right.
We live.
No.
We live and in living color.
Well, brighter in my part. I decided to turn on my light. I was like, wait, you never see my face? It's weird.
It's for real. Everybody want
Yeah.
to see the face, man. Everybody want to see your face, man.
There it is. Lack of a haircut, but at least the beard is okay.
Hey, man, fuck it. Some real shit going on over here tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can't wait to get on this one.
Word. Oh, I got to turn it. All right. All right. Now, so far as me and you right now, so I guess
So join in when they can, or
yeah, I guess so.
I mean, this is never just an hour. So far, it's never been just an hour. So
Yeah, that's true.
it's never been not even two. It's like it goes.
Oh yeah.
You know. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Once we get it going, that's it. That's why I was telling girls, I was like, yo, don't worry about asking questions or being lost, because we'll explain ourselves. Shit.
It'll just snowball as we keep going. You'll see it.
Word.
I'll answer your question and then some. You'll be like, oh, I didn't know that either.
Oh yeah.
As we've done so much with Nuff. He's like, oh, I didn't know that. See?
There you go. There you go. What up, Big Food? What up, Nuggies? What's going on, everybody? All right, hold on. I gotta. All right. So, is anything you want to talk about before we get into the topic, so that way these people don't come in midway? Mimi Santiago, what's going on?
Possible. Well, the thing where they fired one announcer, then they hired one like literally the next day. Like they had him in their pocket waiting to fire that dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they said, all right, we got to get rid of this dude. Meanwhile, they put him in front of a camera 6 weeks. For 6 weeks, he just came in raw ass. By the way, just not knowing anything about the sport like that. And I was like, was that the best move? Honestly,
Yeah.
like, was that really like a move you wanted to, or was you like, yo, sink or swim? But you start most people off like on main event, and then slowly. And they released Todd Phillips earlier today.
They did?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
The reason that's us. I forgot to put it in the group thing, but I was like, wait, what?
Wow.
So they probably have somebody else down there in their pocket just waiting, because that dude's like he's been working with Michael Cole for a while.
Yeah.
Apparently. The other guy, Smith, right? So I'm guessing they might have somebody else that's working with him so they can, elevate that person.
I mean, that makes sense, but I didn't like the new announcer since day one. I was like, yo, he could get better. He could get better. Everybody has to grow into themselves, but it felt too much like baseball.
Yeah, and it was funny because his thing was, it was those sports. Like with a combat sport and then wrestling, you kind of go hand in hand because some of the moves translate, and some of the personalities translate.
Yeah.
In baseball, listen, I know there's people that are listening or watching that like baseball. That shit is boring as fuck. Unless you're at the game or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like people that listen to that shit on the radio blows my fucking mind, son.
Yo, for real.
Like that's the only way I do it. Really? You don't have to see it? Like even on TV.
Yeah.
And
but
it boggles my fucking mind that people that do that shit.
But back in the day, they actually described everything that was going on.
That's true.
Because they didn't have
That's
TVs.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So you can literally picture what's happening. Nowadays, it's more of a conversation between two people while the game's happening.
Absolutely. Like, they start mentioning the game as well.
Yeah.
Like, this is also going on.
Yeah.
Oh, but you know about...
And
I can't do that.
And I hate when they did that when they were wrestling. When they would talk about some shit and they were like, oh, by the way, such and such did a roll-up and they won the match. Like, hold up, time out. I'm watching the match. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Like for real.
But my favorite part is when because they would try to build up the main event or co-main event and completely forget about the guys that, like you said, the guys are doing the work right now.
Yeah.
Like how can you undermine so much work and effort? You know what I'm saying? It's like, really? The main event is why most people bought the pay-per-view. Understood. You know what I'm saying? But for you to undermine the people that are trying to come up, it's just a stupid. Oh, there was a WCW pay-per-view that I saw. This was in 2000 when they were tanking. And I was like, what the fuck are these guys talking about? Are you guys talking about your shirts right now? Really? There's a cruiserweight match on. You guys talking about your fucking dick.
Yeah.
Watch your.
Oh, you're starting to break up a little bit. Word.
I'm sorry.
That's all good.
Yeah, they're like, fuck you guys. Yeah.
It's like the way they treated the Divas division.
Absolutely correct.
It was almost like, all right, the girls are on. Now we're gonna have a fucking water gun fight, or we're gonna see who blows the biggest balloons or some shit. Like, hello, there's a match there. That's part of the reason why they didn't get no. They weren't taken serious.
They got like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Matches with I was like, my man, if you're gonna give them 2 minutes, just do a backstage segment with it. That'll move another story along. Because you're not moving their stories at all. You're just having them in panties and songs and shit like that. I'm like, don't get me wrong. When I was younger, of course.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Who wouldn't want to see Trish Stratus in the
exactly. I see, cleavage and I'm on. It's like, oh shit.
Oh yeah.
But at this point, I was like, I'll get that. I'll be fine. I don't need it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're talented. Let them show their talent. But this is Vince. Vince is a fucking like a 7-year-old, 12-year-old. You know what I mean? Like his shit, fart jokes are like hysterical to him.
Yo, for real. Yo, I finally caught the Shawn Michaels biography.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there and they made mention to how it was like if the Click said something, it went, and then Vince McMahon was like, he did the thing. He's like, nah, they didn't run the show, but they had good ideas. It was like, come on, man.
Oh, come on, son.
It's like, come on.
Come on, son. Really?
Yeah, that literally just like solidified any accusations of that.
Yeah. They had good idea. My man, just tell me they had you by the balls.
Yeah.
Just say they had you by the balls.
It's a good idea. It's a good idea to fire these motherfuckers. Like, come on.
It's funny. They want to keep spots. And we spoke about this before, not in crazy length, but you got the guy who's really the most important piece is Sean. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without a doubt, because he's the best out of the bunch. Period. Hunter was his errand boy, you know, and then Hall and Nash, they were cool too. You know what I'm saying? To an extent, they were important. And then, you know, Sean Waldman, whatever you want to call him, he was just cool with them. Like, they liked him, you know? Bunch of white guys that like each other. What a surprise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
I didn't see that coming, right? But meanwhile, you have The Undertaker chilling with Samoans and every other kind of dude back and forth. But they're bigger guys than the other crew. So you know what I mean? It's like you got these really big guys, and these guys have two big guys. But these other guys, extremely big. It was The Undertaker, Yokozuna, The Godfather, Midian? No, not Midian. Midian and Godwin. And it was somebody, I think Savio Vega, I think. We'll call the Bone Crew or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And it was them on one side, and then it was Shawn Michaels and them dudes on the other side. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, all right, I see. You know what I'm saying? The Undertaker was just strictly because he's been there so long. Like that great, awesome rumor of him doing the whole taping up his fist, going, you gonna do the job. You're gonna do the job, son. It's gonna happen.
Word.
Or we're gonna scrap. You job or we fight. And then you job anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, I got you. That whole thing of good ideas. All right, Vince. That's your spin on it.
Yeah. But it showed a light to how good he was, but how better he was when he came back. How much better he was.
Yeah, because he had left all that immature bullshit behind, you know? He just came back to dumb shit, you know what I mean? Yeah. I was an asshole. I said it straight up. I was an asshole. I didn't lie to nobody. I'm like, we knew. But he came back like, I just came back to have great matches with the talents they had there, like especially Jericho. You know what I mean? And Angle, of course, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I think what led to it was the fact that when he first started being the Heartbreak Kid, the character became him instead of him becoming the character.
Yeah, he didn't control the character. It just took a life of its own, and it went completely left.
Yeah, because
it's not like The Undertaker, who was always The Undertaker. You know, it's like, you know what I'm saying?
And he was on, according to Marty Jannetty, they were coked up 24/7.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a great story, right? Where it's the Rockers, and I think it's who's the bar, Beefcake, and like he comes into a bar and it has to be like 2 a.m, and these dudes, it's like they wrestled like 2 matches, right? One, and then they have the break, and then they had another match. So we were part of the tag team match, and then like a 4-on-4, and the bar was like, they told him, I think some of your wrestling friends are in there. They were like, oh, cool. See what it is, I'm up, they're up. And he said, you would think they would be done. These dudes was lit, like throwing chairs in the bar and shit like that, fucking shit up. It was just like, how the hell are you guys up like that? He was like, what are you talking about? Okay, I get it. I understand now. This says it all. That says it all. We've all seen that. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, you got a little. Yeah, you want to take that? Yeah.
You got a little booger sugar on your nose.
It's funny because they had a story like that with Bradshaw and Farouk. They were just pounding beers, and apparently that's how Vince said, we're gonna take this and put it on TV. And they were like, wait, take this. At first, I thought they would get fired because it was like. We were drinking before the next day that they had a match. They were like, oh, shit. They were like, no, we're going to take what you guys are doing right here. I want you going to put it on TV. And I was like, that's actually a good fucking idea. That was one of my favorite things when they were doing it. The APA. I loved it.
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely love the APA.
Oh, yeah. Because it was different, man. It was different, and it went with the hardcore title because it was 24/7 and you paid people for protection and all that other stuff. it went with a lot of things that like they were fillers. They were yo. There's something missing in the story. Throw the APA in there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was always somebody's getting jumped, and it was like, well, if I pay these guys, I'll be all right, at least for tonight. You know
Word.
I mean? And if you're lucky enough, they didn't like those guys too, so they're like, yo, listen, pay us later. We're just gonna do this right now in the house.
Oh yeah, imagine an APA type now on SmackDown.
It would be a great thing because it would almost you don't need bullies, what I would per se, but you would need someone that would check anybody else. You know what I mean?
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a lot of times what they did. Any new tag team that came in, it was like, well, you guys are new, so we got to fuck you up, see if you're here with us.
Oh,
and they
yeah.
actually did that legitimately for them too. You know, that's what they did. They come in and like, all right, let's see if they play ball. Public Enemy failed, but the Dudleys did it. So there you go.
Yo, but that's so crazy, man. Imagine being in the company and you're sitting there and it's like, I'm here to do a job and these motherfuckers are beating the shit out of me. I like in my head, I'm like, yo, first day, last day, come on, motherfuckers. We here now. we here now.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Let's get it.
But the problem is, they were not small dudes at all.
Oh yeah.
It's funny because the smaller guy was the stronger guy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's crazy. Fun too, but crazy. Yeah.
Shit, man. I was watching Beyond the Mat, the Dark Side of the Ring, with this guy who's supposed to be like the death match king or some shit like that, and he fought David Arquette, and David Arquette was like, I want to do a death match with you, and I don't mind any of the shit, just don't cut my face. Like, I'm an actor, you know, don't cut my face. And in the middle of the match, he takes a pizza roller and goes over his forehead and like slashes his face, and then goes in his mouth and like slashes his lips and shit. And then you see the match, the part of the match where he has a fluorescent light bulb and he's gonna cut his face again. And he cuts him, and David Arquette moves like he did. You can see David Arquette like, fuck this shit. And he wrestles him down, but the guy cut his throat. And he started grabbing his throat. He's like, oh shit. Like, oh shit. And the guy even says, like, yo, did I just kill David Arquette? And he looks, he's like, oh nah, I didn't hit no artery or none of that. She's like, I've done this long enough. You're good. But David Arquette was so pissed off. Like, if he didn't cut him in the throat by accident, David Arquette would have turned around and started wailing on him. And I'm watching the match. Shit. I'm watching the match, to be honest with you. It was like, I get it, it's wrestling, homeboy, but don't take a pizza cutter to my fucking mouth. I think I would have turned around and fucked you up too.
I mean, the light bulb was, because that shit is insanely sharp, man.
Oh yeah.
It's like once you crack that shit, son, it's over. That shit, yo, is automatic blood wherever it hits.
Oh yeah.
That shit is, and then you don't want none of that shit to get in, because that's a whole other problem you're gonna have right there. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure something like WWE, if they were to do it, or anything else, they would have them specially made.
Oh yeah.
Like they do everything else.
Like the sugar glass.
This is literally just fluorescent light bulbs. Right? The shit is, you don't have the money for that, so you gotta buy what you can do. We're gonna go to Home Depot and we're gonna get a shitload of those guys.
Oh yeah. Yo, in that same documentary, the guy was having a death match with some dude from Germany, and the beginning of the match, he throws him into the ropes. Now there's like they duct tape the light bulbs to the ropes, pretty much. So the guy throws him to the ropes, and he goes through the light bulbs and lands on the floor, and you just see blood squirting out like a Quentin Tarantino movie because he cut like a fucking artery or some shit under his arm. And they had a helicopter him out of the ring. And he's like, nah, fuck that, I'm ready to die in the ring. And I'm like, yo, bro, you fucking stupid, man. Like, they're trying to save him, and I'm like, I get it. But bro,
there's commitment and then there's stupidity.
Yeah,
I'm with it. I'm with being 100. I love this so much that I want to wrestle again. No, I'm good. Take me away.
Yeah.
Well, yep. Let's go. You guys are right. Pat it up. Get me out of here. Go.
Yo, some shit is meant to happen. You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Some shit.
That's like when the when the UFC and the fighters, when the ref stops it, and they're like, "No, I'm good." You're not. You're not. That's why the ref is there, to protect you from yourself, son.
Yo, for real. Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
What's up, you guys? Good, how are you?
All right. Welcome.
Yep.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Good to have you. Let me turn off. So, everybody, this is that diva Gigi. She's here to talk wrestling with us.
Yay!
Yeah, so we haven't started the topic yet, but we was talking about beyond the was it the dark side of the ring with the hardcore dude. I don't know if you saw that episode. It's kind of new this season.
Wait, are we talking about oh my god, he's like beyond extreme, like
yeah, the king of the death match.
Are we talking about? Yes,
Yeah.
Nick Cage.
Yes,
Nick Cage. Dude is fucking crazy.
Yeah. I was just telling him about the part where he goes through the fluorescent light bulbs and cut open like his side.
His side, and they had to stop the match, and he was pissed, and they had to get the helicopter to go save him, or else he was dead for 7 minutes from what the documentary said, and then he came back to life.
Yeah,
that's wild.
That's
is some real dedication.
That's gonna sell tickets. That's gonna sell tickets right there. The fact that he was dead and came back to life, that's in his promos. And everybody's gonna announce that. He was dead for 7 minutes, but he came back because he loves wrestling. No, they came back because he saved his life.
Word.
No, you guys are wrong.
Word. Pro wrestling wasn't what saved him, it's what almost killed his ass. And it wasn't even pro wrestling. It's like, I can't call that pro wrestling. It's another level. It's beyond ECW type style.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that ZZW stuff right there. Like, most fellas, like they say, yo, if we can't be here, we gotta be here. I'm like, all right, guys, cool. All right, man, listen, everybody has a niche, and that's yours, man, I guess.
True. It's true, yeah.
Like mutilating your body, that's fantastic, all right? Like Sabu, but leveled up.
It's true. But the crazy shit is, you look at these guys, and at least their face don't look like Abdullah the Butcher.
Absolutely correct.
Word.
Because they're doing some crazy shit. Like, they're going through bombs and all other shit. But Abdullah the Butcher was, like, literally fucking using a fork on his face every night. Like, my man.
That's what sold it. That's what sold it back in the day, you know?
True.
There was only like a handful of guys back then that were doing that. It was like Bruiser Brody, him, and it was somebody else. But it was only like 4 guys doing it. So you don't have like one of those matches every couple of months.
And Dusty Rhodes had all those scars on his forehead too.
Yeah, yeah. That's the older he got,
the longer they got.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying, but they don't. I mean, a good portion of white people don't age well. So I'm gonna be honest. Somebody's white is listening around like, yo,
that's true.
For real. When you're 15, you look 30. So stop. We've seen you guys.
This is true. It is, yeah. I've seen some people like, oh, I'm 23, and I'm like, wow, you look older than me.
White people don't age well.
They don't. They don't.
Not at all. You got like Paul Rudd and Dick Clark you had before. Paul Rudd looks the same. I remember I saw like what was it? He was in a Halloween movie, like one of the one of the horror movies. And I'm like, shit, just like it's him without a beard. That's it. Same guy. Face doesn't change. It's the same dude. Same lines. You're like, how the fuck does he do that?
He must put his face in like candle wax or some shit every time he goes to sleep. It just preserves it on some wanted shit.
That House of Wax, was it? That fucking horrible movie.
Bro, with Paris Hilton?
Yeah, she was so bad.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was fun when they killed her. That was my favorite part when they killed her.
That was hysterical.
That was like.
That was the best part of the movie.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like if Kim Kardashian would be in a Halloween movie and they offed her, I'm in it. I want to watch that part.
Word. Absolutely. And get the whole fam too while you're at it.
Word.
Get the whole fam.
Just make it a literal slashing. Him going up and down with that knife, that butcher knife that he always finds is like this big.
Yo, we might be able to get we might be able to get him in Sharknado 15. You know, I don't know how many Sharknados have been lately.
Was he Kurt Angle in one of those? I believe he was in one of those.
He could have been. Everybody was in one of those. I think he's like a cameo type shit.
Yeah. I was like, wait, was that Kurt Angle? Yeah, it was. Who's Kurt Angle?
Who's that figure
I
on?
Be surprised if you. What happened?
Who's that figure in your background?
What?
Okay.
That's Paige, right? That's Paige. I know Paige because I see the paleness. That paleness.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. You got Paige here. You got The Miz here. You got Shawn Michaels, and then you got Eddie Guerrero.
Okay. That clap is for The Miz.
Listen, hey, I am a misfit. I am a proud misfit. I don't give a fuck what anybody has to say. I was all for it, especially when he won that first title at WrestleMania. I was all for it. When he lost it, I was like, yeah, it makes sense. But I'm with it.
I am a misfit also. He earned my respect when he went from the real world and became WWE champion. I was like, you know what? My man did it. You can't take it away from him.
I respect what he did, but my favorite stories were him getting bullied by Bradshaw.
Oh yeah.
And props to him for not quitting, because most people would have probably folded. Besides the Blue Meanie, because he came back at him. You know what I'm saying? But props to him. I'm like, hey, props to him. I get it. But when he won the title, I was like, well, this is where we're going now, huh? All right. Okay. And then they booked it hard. They booked it horribly too. But they booked it horribly. It's like they booked him like Jericho almost. You're like, I understand you're like a coward heel, but Jesus. He win a match at least with the belt. And not like somebody helping him.
Yeah. But I mean, he did beat Jerry the King Lawler. For whatever's that word.
Yeah, that's what we're doing, right? That's what we're doing? Okay.
It was the best ladder match Jerry the King Lawler's ever been in.
And probably the only ladder match Jerry the King Lawler's ever been in.
True.
I don't see Lawler doing somersaults. I'm sorry, I don't see that.
No, not anytime soon.
Oh, no.
He ain't no Shelton
Benjamin
Kofi, baby. No.
Yeah, we don't need him to be doing some things like that.
Oh yeah.
We don't need a heart attack in midair. That's just not happening. That's just terrible.
I didn't want to say it. Oh man. I didn't want to say it.
It's all right.
I'm glad
That's
I wasn't the one.
That's why I'm here.
Yo, I was this close. If you didn't say it, I was gonna say it. Right after you finished talking.
It's the most obvious statement. You know what I mean? Because he caught it at the announcing position. So.
That's as bad as you're gonna get. During a live show on Monday Night Raw, here you go. Literally.
You want to try to traumatize a million kids at once?
Oh yeah.
There it is.
For the second time, because they did it already with Owen Hart. Right. You know.
Yeah, with Owen Hart. Yeah. I remember I was watching that and I was like, wait, what just happened here? I saw the blue blaze descending and then it cut.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that was a bad thing to say. It cut. Damn, okay. That wasn't right.
No, but
I just realized what I said.
It went to black.
That was wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, suddenly.
But it was scary though, because I was like, yo, is this are they fucking with us? Are they they have to be fucking with us. There's no way in fuck that he's dead. No way. He's gonna come out on Raw and he's gonna be, I got you. But nope.
Where does it work? It was a work.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. That's what I was thinking. I was like,
it's not a work?
Nope.
No?
Absolutely. No.
That was crazy.
I remember watching that live with my pops, and I was like, "Oh, there it goes. Why is he turning sideways? Oh, what's going on?" Like all you saw was him dropping down. They did videos and whatever of him, and then next thing you know, you see him drop a little bit more, but now he's like this, like slightly, and then they just completely cut off. Went into like the scenes of the crowd and everything like that, and then you hear, "Ladies and gentlemen, this shit wasn't supposed to go down like this, but this is what happened." It's wild. And I, not for nothing, I respect Owen Hart's wife in deciding of, not putting Owen Hart in the Hall of Fame. It sucks, because us wrestling fans want to see him in the Hall of Fame. But out of respect of what has happened, you know what? I don't blame her for feeling that way.
And then Vince wanted to take advantage of it and use it.
Of course.
And Brett is like, what the fuck is wrong with you, son? Are you batshit right now? Are you serious? You want to use my brother's death as an angle? This is what you want to do? Are you for real right now, bro? And all the wrestlers were like, I am just saying it.
Yeah.
He said that whole Eddie's in hell thing. I was like, whoa. Wow. That was a lot. In a little time.
In that Dark Side of the Ring documentary about Owen Hart, she even said it that when she sued the WWE, the family turned on her. Mm-hmm. The Hart family turned on her because you don't go against the business. But it's like, you fucking killed her husband. Because that was supposed to be a punishment. Check the ropes. Because what I heard with the blue blazer was supposed to be like a punishment.
Right.
It was a thing on him.
It's very similar to like how like New Day, like when they first arrived, that was more like a punishment for them, but then they somehow turned that shit around and made it the hottest thing ever. Owen Hart was going to go ahead and do that because he can play any character. You give something to Owen Hart and he's gonna play it up.
Yeah.
He's gonna sell the shit out of it.
Yeah, I mean,
what's it called? They call it turning chicken shit into chicken salad. That's what they call it there. Like give me the shittiest thing and I'll figure it out. I mean, even Cody was doing it with Stardust as much as he could. You know what I mean? Yo, he did as much as he could with it. He was like, fuck this shit.
That shit made me laugh. That shit made me laugh.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh
I like Stardust. I like what he did with Stardust. When Goldust did the and he did the, I was like, yo, my man did yo, my man, he did some shit now.
It's in the genes, man. It's in the genes. Like, look, there was a punishment to Dusty. That polka dot shit, but he brought it over because it was Dusty. Because Dusty can do no wrong. You're like, oh, you want to put me polka dots? Fantastic. I'm not in the main event. Great. I'm gonna get over it anyway.
Oh yeah. And
he did. He did.
You remember the chick he was with, the black girl? What was her name? I don't know if you remember. Was it like Sapphire or some shit?
It was Sapphire.
Sapphire? Yo, even she got over.
Big time.
It was like so out of place to have her with Dustin, but she got over too.
It's like you know what? I'm with it. I get it. I mean, it's in polka dots. But I mean, how seriously can I take this?
Oh yeah.
But it's entertaining. Yeah.
But he made those polka dots famous though.
Here's the funny part. Brutus the Barber briefcase was not a ring. He just wanted to do that. I always thought it was for years. But he literally wanted to do that. I was like, what? He chose that gimmick? All right, whatever, man. Cool.
And he didn't do it very well.
No, not at all.
Yeah. That's the benefits of being Hogan.
He was a snob. He was a snob when I met him.
I mean, but he's
snob.
He was Hogan was his boy, so no matter how fucked up his angle was, he always gonna have a job. He's the guy next to the guy. You know what I mean?
And he was always next to Hogan.
Yeah.
Always.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
between him and Jimmy Hart, always.
He's next to him and up his ass. So yeah, it's pretty much it.
It's a shame that he didn't go as far as he could have gone. But then again,
nobody wanted him to. Nobody wanted him to. You didn't. Yeah. You couldn't care less about him.
I mean, he could have been champion as the Zodiac. In WCW.
Oh, you were serious. I'm sorry.
No, I was not serious at all.
WCW was the Zodiac.
I was not serious.
Yeah, I was like, what is this zebra thing on his face? What is he doing?
Well, didn't he break his face?
Huh?
Didn't he break his face around that time?
He broke his
in the boating accident.
He broke his face in WWE beforehand. He had that stupid big ass mask that was like a block almost.
Yeah, he was already.
What kind of Mega Man shit is this on his face? What the hell is that? Yeah. And then he became the disciple. Some shit like that, like a bike.
Yeah, I remember that. Him and Renegade.
Yeah,
Renegade.
Wow, Renegade. Wow.
Damn, son.
Wow.
Even
They didn't even try.
yeah, even the whack wrestlers got fucking memories, bro. That's crazy.
You can't believe somebody actually legitimately did that, like the fake Diesel and Razor. I was like, wait, I'm sorry.
That was the most that was the most insulting thing you can do to fans.
Yeah.
We were like, what? They're gonna be on both shows? How is this possible? Get the fuck this shit, WCW.
Yeah.
No, you will not disrespect me like that.
It kind of made Kevin Nash and Scott
and
Hall more
Kane
legitimate.
for surviving that.
True. Yo,
Oh yeah,
Kane,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Kane is a fucking master, bro.
And Dr. Yankum and all that
Listen,
shit. Props
I
to him,
can
bro.
never go to the dentist without thinking about Dr. Yankum. I'm like at the dentist, like, nah, this nigga's gonna come around, like, smile for me. And I'm like, ah! No, like, nah, we don't, no.
I love the angle that he was. He was like lawless personal dentist.
Yep,
I was like,
he
what?
was lawless personal dentist, yanking out them teeth.
I was like, this is your personal dentist, really? I mean, his teeth are horrible too. So how good is he?
Remember that when you kissed my foot match, his feet wasn't looking pretty either. So who knows what type of person he had doing his feet?
My man's foot was green and black and
yellow.
Word.
Yo, he put all the food colors in his sock and was like, "We're gonna sweat it out."
Hell yeah.
You're like, ah.
And then Bret Hart like shoved his fucking foot all the way down his mouth too. It was like, damn, how flexible is this motherfucker? It's like,
there's committed, and then I'm like, my man, I'm sorry, you have to draw the line somewhere. Like me, I would have. Where would you? If Orton spit in my face, I would kill that man right there.
I don't know about that. Yeah, he's breaking up like shows in the chat. What up, show?
Spit him up. Like, no.
Yeah.
You slap me, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. You spit in my face? Oh, that's not that. We're not doing that.
No.
You take that angle with somebody else.
I'm not gonna lie.
Foley will do that shit.
Especially the way he spit in Mick Foley's face.
Yeah, man. It was like.
Yeah, it was like 3 inches away from his face, and then you like, and boom.
There was mass behind that one. There was something behind that.
Oh yeah.
I was like, nah. I said, he spits in my face, I'll kill him. I'm gonna tell you the truth, guys. Back in the gorilla area, he spits in my face, I'll kill him. Just throwing it out there for you guys. I'm gonna murder one of your top stars on live TV. Can't be real with you guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit I see that I'm like, yo, I think I would have really fucked this dude up, or at least tried.
There goes kayfabe out the window. You're like, we're gonna break character.
Yeah, unless we agreed on it beforehand. All right, but if you're just gonna pull this shit out of nowhere, like, hold up. I'm a man before anything else. You're not spitting in my fucking face. I'm sorry.
I never understood how Vader never fucked up Shawn Michaels for stomping on his face.
Yeah, like, for real.
I'm sorry, you're not gonna do that right now? Like, he stomped on your face, son. Fuck him up. That wasn't part of it.
Yo, I don't mean to interrupt, but y'all know of any kayfabe that's been broken on national TV?
You coming late?
I'm not late. I'm at a funeral, fool.
You had a sugar bowl?
I'm looking good.
Well, let's see. Okay. Oh, damn, that's your first haircut in like 5 years.
Listen, man, I did this myself. A little cocoa butter. Don't tell nobody. Yo, I forgot I ain't had no hat. Damn it.
Sorry, though.
You know I don't street without my hat.
It's true. Now everybody knows you got a head now.
Shit, where's my hat? Hold on. Security. Yo, what's up, guys? I'm sorry to interrupt.
This is the show right here.
I wanted to show some love before I started going inside. Sorry to interrupt the whole talk. It's usually what I do. I fuck shit up.
True.
Let me do my job.
True.
Anyways, let me get out so y'all can continue with the talk. But yeah, I had that question for y'all. Was there a match where kayfabe was broken? Like did anybody get mad and just started fighting somebody?
Shit, Led just mentioned it. Shawn Michaels and Vader.
Yeah, that was Michaels and Vader. There was Kofi and Randy.
Yeah, but
Sabu and
Randy
Funk.
just
played along with
lost
it,
his
though.
shit.
That
No, but at one point was him getting stupid. That's him losing his shit. That's Randy just being Randy. Yeah, that wasn't part of the
and he
thing.
ruined it for him.
You know, not at all. There's damn, there was another one. I think it wasn't Goldberg. It was somebody else. Like it was
I
just.
know it was Brock,
that it was
Brock
almost
and
crap.
Braun
Strowman.
when Braun
Yeah.
was acting up. At one point, he
Yeah,
was like, "Yo,
yeah,
slow the
yeah.
fuck down." You know, I definitely he told that to Braun, like, "Yo, your big ass motherfucking goofy ass, slow the fuck down."
Yeah, for
Well, he
real.
punched him too.
Everybody
He
said, "Boy."
punched him in his forehead.
He rocked Braun Strowman.
Word, he rocked him. Yo,
Yeah, he caught him with a good one. Brown was like,
but
all
Brock
right,
hit
my
him
bad.
with an elbow though. Like
It was his
he
knee, yeah.
cracked him. Yo,
Brock
was a-
wasn't playing.
it's
But
not
a-
if it's one thing, Brock is always a professional. So when someone decides to go ahead and just overdo it, he's like, "Nah, I'll sell for you, but I ain't gonna sell for you in a shitty way. Nah, slow the fuck down."
Yo, for real.
It's funny, and Brock has way better matches with people smaller than him anyway. That's who he has better matches with anyway. So when he faces, well, I know what moments like, you gotta wrestle. Oh, come on, man, seriously?
you know what?
These dudes be mad slow, man. He suck.
You know what amazes me? He got mad at somebody for being what he is, over aggressive.
No,
That's
but
it. That's what he does. That's what he hits people with fists, elbows. You can't take one knee.
well, the thing is, like, he's over aggressive, but it looks that way. He hasn't hurt anybody. Braun Strowman really
so it's
need
not
him in the
the
fucking
game.
head.
Yeah, that's what it was. Brock looks very over aggressive, but like, you know, I mean, is anybody? The only person that he didn't work well with was Ambrose. 'Cause for some reason, he wasn't feeling it that night. I don't know what happened that night.
Yeah.
He just was not feeling that night with Ambrose. You know what I'm saying?
Which match? Question.
What happened back there?
Which match was that match that he Brock fought a champion and he smushed him? I don't remember which one it was. He basically ruined his whole shit.
Kofi.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that was like a,
Kofi. That was the 5-second squash match on SmackDown.
Yeah,
Man, that shit can suck my dick.
oh yeah.
yeah.
That's unacceptable.
Because
Mhm.
Fox needed a
Kofi
white
was the
champion for
champion,
the.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kofi was hot.
Hey, for
He
5
ruined it.
seconds.
It was just-
Like that was the crazy. That's what made it disrespectful. It was a 5-second fucking match. Like I can understand him
I can
losing.
understand if it was yeah, same. I can understand. You know what? But at least give me a minute. Give me 2 minutes. If it's a squash match, then it's a squash match. I will accept it. But for less than 30 seconds, the bell rings. He runs. He F5s him. 1, 2, 3. The match is over. Are you kidding me?
Word.
That's a
Get a
disrespect.
fucking-
That's a backhand disrespect to all the fans.
Let me
And
get a
Followed
drop
before
kick,
Kofi
B.
Mania.
yo, and I don't know if you guys know this, but when they went to Japan and did that WWE Network show in Japan, Brock Lesnar fought Kofi Kingston, and they had a 5-10 minute match, and it was
And it was good.
yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
And then when it's
It
on
sh-
fucking
it-
Fox, you 5 seconds.
And it was the
It
match
is-
that we were supposed to have originally. You know, why did we get this
Yeah.
5 seconds match with Saudi Arabia gets a good fucking 5 to 10 minute match? That ain't right. I mean, they might get slaughtered if they don't, but I'm
But still.
just- they'll go missing.
Yeah.
They'll go missing. Never mind. They-
I
they
like
can
your
have the 5, 10
background. Look
minutes.
at she got
Yeah.
the
Oh yeah.
She got the championship.
Can't do that.
Oh shit! I see you.
I already asked her about her figures.
The 16-time
Oh, but
champion.
But then I got all of these motherfuckers out here.
Oh, the
Just
Funko
hiding.
Pops.
You gonna have to show the. You gonna have to show the stream one of these days. You have to give us the tour.
See,
Tour the mansion.
I'm a big ass kid. I actually play with my figures. I have them all in a box underneath my bed. I got the ring right next to me. I still play with them. I come up with storylines and all other shit. Ever since I was 5 years old, I still do it. When I
That's how
first,
he does his fantasy booking.
oh yeah,
We
oh
can't
yeah,
do
no yeah,
But we can't do
Fantasy booking.
oh yeah.
we can't do storylines on the stream because we'll get people fired.
This
so
is
we gotta,
true.
Gotta
Oh
keep
yeah.
that.
All right,
that's-
peace,
that's-
Samoa
that's-
Joe.
that's
Gotta
true.
keep that.
Yeah,
Yes.
they spoke
yes.
about Samoa Joe and he got fired the next day.
Yes, this
Nah.
literally
They
the
said he
next
should have
day.
a title fight,
Literally, yeah.
and they fired him.
Literally released the next day. We're like, what the fuck just happened?
Yep, and Gigi broke the news to me. That's
Mhm.
crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Gigi.
But that's how I got all my ideas for the storylines and shit. Yeah, I do it. I don't play no games.
I tried to do my best
Are
to
you
do
to
one
blame for
extension
Samoa
right
Joe?
now.
Are you to blame for Samoa Joe? Do I need to blame you for Samoa Joe?
I will take the blame for Samoa Joe and the first time Shelton Benjamin got fired. Back in the day, a couple years ago, because I literally sent an email to the WWE saying, "Yo, why are you not doing anything with Shelton Benjamin? He has just as much athletic ability as Kurt Angle. He's younger than Kurt Angle, and he's a rising fucking star. And he doesn't talk that well, but he can fucking go. Why isn't he getting a push? We just released Shelton Benjamin. Like, son of a bitch, bro. I didn't say push him out the door."
That's exactly what happened. That's how they interpreted it. You know, the perception you left them with.
For real,
the
like
perception.
shit.
Perception is everything. What are you doing with him? Just push him out the door. Got you. What?
But how
You
dare
said you
you
weren't
put them
doing
better than
nothing
us?
with him.
That's why I don't say push anymore. I say give him a chance.
Word. Give him a try, maybe.
Wait.
Hold on, Vince. We saw
Listen, it works. Give Diva a chance worked out to the women's evolution. So hey,
Yeah, for that whole 6 months.
True.
That's it. They're no longer divas. They're superstars.
Oh yeah.
I hated that fucking wingtail belt. That
I
thing was big.
fucking despised it. It was
Word, I hated
disgusting.
that purple
They should have
shit.
never changed the black and gold and the red one that they originally had that Trish and Lita held.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
It reminded me of
shit.
that Jeff Hardy title.
Classic.
Oh, yeah.
It reminded me of that Jeff Hardy title, that
TNA
ugly ass
shit?
shit in TNA. That was the fuck that was.
Oh yeah.
Like, yo, why would you let this
That
dude?
was a ripoff from the Divas title.
Why would you let this dude that's clearly been on way too many drugs design anything? What are you doing?
Alright.
Yo.
Alright. So I got a question off of that. What's your favorite titles? Since y'all talking about titles.
Right there
Yeah, I see
behind me.
title.
Right there behind me, player.
Yeah.
The attitude
The
era
white
WWE
one.
belt.
The white one. The white
wait,
IC title.
Besides
The
the
one
IC
that
title,
Shawn Michaels.
Lost his smile with.
Ooh. The one I lost my smile.
I hated
That's
that.
right.
That was just so
I heard
stupid.
that
That
smile
was so
shit was
dumb.
bullshit. I heard he got
It was.
Listen, that man done lost that smile, and a couple of years later, he done lost his other eye. Ain't that a damn shame?
Oh, yeah.
I heard he lost his eye.
Well,
Well, actually, I didn't hear the documentary. I watched it. So
yeah, I saw it
I
also.
I knew what happened. he was running away from Stone Cold. He didn't want to drop that belt. Oh, well, from Bret Hart. He didn't want to drop the belt to Bret. That's why I hate him.
I mean, yo, the story
Well,
goes
actually,
deeper.
A lot of people feel that way.
All right.
A lot of people feel that way.
I heard he acted like he hurt his knee, so that he won't have to drop the belt to Bret. That's what I heard.
That's what Brett
I
said
know
in the
Gigi,
documentary too.
you're not gonna agree. But he didn't want to.
They were supposed to have a program, and he was like, for some reason, like, I don't want to drop it to this dude. Everybody's like, what? What are you talking about? He's literally the hottest thing right now next to you.
Exactly.
That's what it was, though. It was next to
Best
him.
there is, the best
Next
there
to him,
was.
yeah.
What's wrong with you, Gigi? Straight from
Nah,
Canada,
man.
baby. Do her
I like
heart.
to go to the Heartbreak Hotel. Fuck up the hotel room.
Yeah.
Listen, my daddy taught
Fucking
me how to
throwing
fight.
super cake. Listen, I just want to throw some sweet chin music onto some motherfuckers. Be like, "Tate quieto, ya."
That's it.
Best there is, but that.
Oh my.
Stop
Yo, you would go great with
Lay
it.
there and think about what you just said. That's it.
For real.
Gigi would go great with what's his name? Priest and Bad Bunny. She could walk him in.
Oh, Damian Priest.
Yo, dame la
Damian Priest.
chancleta. Yo, all boys
Yo,
fight,
let's
yeah.
go. My body niggas. And yo, shout out to Bad Bunny for fucking doing his goddamn thing at WrestleMania.
Yo.
I'm not even just proud of him as a body, but I'm proud of him as actually a celebrity who actually took his passion, because he is a fan like the rest of us, like a true dedicated fan like the rest of us. And he was like, yo, you gonna give me the chance? I'ma fucking take it. And he ran with it, and god damn it, what a fucking job he did. And kudos for fucking John Morrison for selling the shit out of all the moves as well. Because golly, I've never seen a celebrity match that had the celebrity itself start the match, okay, let alone start the match for about like 15 minutes. Like the boy was going in.
He did his
They
thing.
gave him time.
Yeah.
Well, Gigi,
They
when
never
I
give-
said that, Toe told me we got to give credit to that other dude because that inverted
John
flip,
Morrison, the Canadian
that
Destroyer.
inverted flip had nothing to do with
the
that.
Canadian Destroyer.
That Canadian Destroyer
No,
was
that's
so
all-
good.
That
That's all. That's all.
That was all
Morrison,
Johnny
though. That's all
Mundo.
Morrison.
Yeah.
That's all
Yes,
Mundo.
yeah, Johnny Mundo.
It was
Johnny
a beautiful
Mundo
move.
got it.
I got out my seat. Oh,
I'm not
so
gonna
explain
lie
it to
though.
me. It wasn't him.
Yeah.
Yo, Bad Bunny even looked surprised that shit went through. He was like, "Oh shit, that happened."
Bad Bunny's lucky he
Yo.
weighs about 15 pounds, so Morrison could do that shit. Because if he weighed any more, he wouldn't have been able to do it like
was
that.
me.
Word.
If it was me,
But yo, the
it
second,
would have been
the
a
second.
tombstone boot.
No, yeah, for real. That'd have been awesome. A back body drop.
Word.
Vince
Shit.
would have lost his shit in the back, like,
Hell
"Oh,
yeah.
we just killed him." Fuck.
He would have ran out and blew both his quads again.
Oh, shit.
Shit. But
That's one of
yo,
my favorite moments of all time. I'm thinking, what's wrong with his leg?
yo, that was
Okay.
crazy. Yeah.
I see what happened.
But
That's
yo-
what happened.
Stephen Amell, I would have to say is like number 2.
Yes. Yeah.
Number
yeah.
two.
In AEW, when
Yeah.
he so
Yeah,
good. I was so hyped to see him when he did that shit.
He has a wrestling
I-
show now, like a wrestling show now, like a series about him being a wrestler, him and his brother
Yes.
being wrestlers. Yeah.
Did it come out
Looks
already?
interesting. I don't know. I don't know if it dropped yet. I think it might be like in June or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like him,
Shit.
I'm props to him. He's also a lifelong fan, so. And he's really cool with Christopher Daniels.
That was his
I
match
don't know-
that
I don't
he
know.
had in was it All In? He had the match with Christopher
Yeah.
Daniels in All In. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and he got cool with Cody because Cody did Arrow. He
Yeah.
got cool with Cody.
And
Yeah.
and in SummerSlam he fought Cody with Neville.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Props to those two guys for doing it, and everybody else was shitting on everything.
yeah. And that's how they know
Everybody sucks.
Kevin Bacon. The 6 degrees is Kevin Bacon
Absolutely.
right there.
There we go. Yeah, somehow I know Kevin Bacon's gonna come up. Of course
Yeah.
he is.
He has to.
You made me hungry. Bacon, egg, and cheese. Wait. You
Shit.
know I'm fat.
With all the grease on your forehead, man, we can make some right there.
Listen, man. Don't tell no. Listen. I gotta look at the light. I gotta stand. Look at it's the pigment, bro. I gotta stand in front of this stream light.
I see you, bro. It's so good.
No. Stop looking at my forehead, man. Damn.
Yeah.
You
That's the
gotta
first time
understand.
you
We're seeing this. There's not much to look at right there. We're just
Yeah,
like,
for
we
real.
all
How
see
big
this.
it is. God darn it.
She don't notice. She ain't noticed nothing.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, but your lineup is straight though. I gotta give you that.
Listen, man. You know I did my thing, B. I was looking in the mirror. Big ass forehead. This shit is tough, B. Damn. I need bigger clippers.
Yo, I hear you, bro. At least
Yo,
you got hair somewhere on your head.
I ain't got no head, bro. My head just like yours.
Shit.
I'm begging. I'm praying. I'm rubbing stuff on my olive oil. Come on. I'm trying to get my shit to come back.
What?
It's not
What
working.
the fuck are you using olive oil?
I heard
Cooking in your head, man.
it.
What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
You gotta try stuff people never tried. Obviously, whatever they trying now ain't working because a lot of look at Toe. He bald.
Yeah, but
Whatever he try ain't working.
this ain't by choice, bro. This just happened. I said, fuck it, shave it off.
He just woke up one day.
Word.
Queen,
Word.
what I'm gonna do?
I lost my hair to the braids, bro. There's nothing I can do about it. My hair went down the fucking drain. It ain't coming back. The only thing I shave is my face. This shit
Me
smooth like a baby's butt every morning.
Hey, it's easy to do.
Yo.
I forgot. I had a question for y'all. Since we was talking about the Canadian Destroyer, I know I've asked y'all what's your favorite finisher, but what's your favorite move? Period. It don't got to be a finisher. It could be a Boston Crab. It could be
Shit.
Who was it that I saw that did like a crab? Damn, it was a female. Remember when they used to the person used to lay on their back, and the person used to step like on their knees? Like they used to laying
Come on,
down
Like this
surfboard?
on their stomach.
surfboard.
The
Yeah, he's
surfboard.
talking about the surfboard.
Yeah.
Come on, the surfboard, yeah.
Damn, y'all good, because that explanation was fucking terrible.
It was, because you said lay on their back, and I'm like,
Look at that.
motherfucker, there ain't
You
no
lost.
submission. You
He's
laying on
like,
your
yo,
back.
yo,
They lay on their stomach.
And
You
saying
go
that you-
behind their knees, grab their arm, pat. Let's.
I mean,
I used to
Little
love
bit.
moves like that, like little fancy ones. Put them in the air, the crab. You know that don't hurt, but
yeah.
it's just fun.
I mean, if somebody
It
was
gonna
standing
hurt
on my
when she
knees,
land on your ass the wrong way.
for real, ain't no wee shit there.
you gonna be like, wee, she gonna be like, fuck.
Oh no! Broke my
Man
back.
down! Man down!
Both
gotta
my
put the
ankles
X
are
up.
broke.
Look up the stage and put the X up. Somebody.
My fucking quads! My quads!
Yo, for real.
At night,
Someone called
watch it,
Kevin
Kevin.
Nash.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Damn, son.
I remember that night. He
reminded
just,
me.
yeah, I was like, oh, it's over for him. We'll never see him again, and we didn't after that.
Yo, I mean, the worst one was Psycho Sid though.
I was
Oh,
about
no,
to say
that was-
that.
Worst
That's
thing?
not even a
That-
quad. That's just direct to clean break.
That,
Yeah.
that nigga did an Anderson Silva before Anderson Silva even thought about
I
shit.
know.
For real. And off the
And
middle
I'm
row,
like, yo, what motivated him to do that? I'm like, nobody's done that before.
Yo.
Why would you be the first?
I was sitting there like, one, why did he do a big boot off the middle rope? And two, how the fuck did he break his ankle from just landing from the middle rope?
It's a lot of weight on one leg, son.
I hear
It's
you.
a lot of weight.
But yo,
Coming
dude,
off with 9 pounds.
it's
of
more dangerous for him to get out the ring than it is for him to jump off the middle rope. I was like,
Apparently he
damn,
was
Son,
wrong.
that was crazy.
that was
My favorite report is that they
Still-
stayed on it. They stayed on it and replayed it like 10 times.
Oh yeah, that was
It's
the
like,
only
oh, shit,
interesting
you
part of
see
that
it?
match.
You keep showing it. You could cut it off.
like a paperclip.
That was
Down
the-
in crowd.
we understand it's not a work. We got it.
That was the
Yes.
best part of that match, though.
Stop.
And sadly, he's
How
right.
is he?
Sid
No,
and
not the
Scott
best part.
Steiner.
It was the most interesting part of the match. Then you started to care, like, oh shit, it's over for him.
Word.
That's the worst injury I've seen. Aside,
But then you're like,
worse
fuck
than the
this, man.
Stone
Oh,
Cold.
why? Why are you doing that?
All of
Well,
that.
for the shock
Well, the Stone
value.
Cold just, yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean, seeing
For
it
the shock
snap
value,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, because Stone Cold got his neck sat on. Clang!
I mean, yo, but Sabu also got his neck broken by Taz. That Taz plex.
Oh.
Word.
Yeah.
Yo,
Um,
why do they do that? When you break your neck, they put that into your robe. Oh, he's the break. They used to call him the neck breaker or something like that. They used to like.
No, Owen made a
Uh,
shirt called "I Break Your Neck"
Taz was always the suplex
machine.
Yeah.
machine, right? Was he the suplex
Yeah.
machine?
Yeah.
You know what
Chris
it
Benoit
is?
was the
because
crippler.
he's represent. You know what it is that he's representing fucking Brian Cage, who calls himself the Machine. So I'm like, is that the same? Right. Oh,
Yeah.
now it makes sense.
God,
Now
But
it really makes sense.
It doesn't make sense that they're together because Brian Cage isn't a Taz.
Not at all.
No.
There's
he's
nothing
never.
about Brian Cage says Taz.
The-
He's like 6 something. Like
Yeah.
this wide.
There's nothing.
only-
Listen, there's so much wrong with that faction that you just don't understand what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
Because
I don't-
here you
I
have
can't see
Taz,
what
who's
brings them
supposed to be
together,
this ECW legend. Then you have Brian Cage, who's just a bodybuilder, you know, non-stop machine as he is. Then you have Taz's son, where doesn't fit anywhere, period.
True.
No
He
matter
doesn't
where you
even
put
look
him,
like
he
Taz's
doesn't fit
son.
anywhere.
he's not a super.
And you got Ricky Starks and Hobbs. Hobbs and Brian Cage, that can go. Two big bodybuilding niggas can go ahead, get the tag team titles and do that. That makes sense to me. Ricky Stark in the mix with all of that does not make sense to me. Taz's son in the mix does not make sense to me. This faction does not make sense.
Yeah.
So
The only
it's not
comparison
gonna
you
go
could
anywhere.
the only comparison you can do with Taz and Brian Cage is that Taz was short and strong and did shit that a big man does, where Brian Cage is big and muscular and does shit that a little man does. Only comparison. Their body types do not show their types of wrestling. That's it. Their attitudes, their wrestling styles, everything else does not match. It doesn't match.
Their necks don't match.
Word. Taz should have been with Taz should have been with Samoa Joe.
That would
That
have
would
been
make
Taz
sense.
and Samoa Joe is
Yeah.
like the closest you can get to them being predecessor
Similar,
and
similar
yeah.
styles. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense.
Yo, I'm sorry to laugh.
Where is Samoa Joe gonna go?
Samoa Joe used to just walk away when people used to do like an inverted flip on him.
Oh, I used to love it.
Yeah.
He just walked away like, whoop, whoop.
He walked away like, I'm not selling for this shit.
Where
Oh,
it's
that
like,
shit was hilarious to me.
Alberto Del Rio used to do it too. He used to be like, nope.
And he
Right.
always looks like he's about to walk right into it. And he's like, yeah, nah.
Yeah, nah, I'm good.
I'm not gonna
He
sell
walks
this
away like-
fucking shit. Think I'm gonna
His
sell
face is
that?
like, you stupid.
It's the face,
He's like,
bro.
no, I'm not doing
It's
that.
the face,
Okay.
I'm
bro.
no selling. I'm no selling
Yeah, he
those
knows
right
you.
now. Y'all niggas can flop on the floor. I'll pick up the pieces.
word.
He'll go to the corner and just give him the face. You gotta be shitting me.
Yep. But to answer your question, Gigi, as much as I don't like Moxley, I think if Samoa Joe went to AEW, I think him versus Moxley would be a good rivalry.
Absolutely.
Agree.
No,
Agree.
We gonna get them fired.
I actually want Samoa Joe in AEW. I don't want to see him in ROH because there's a bitch to watch ROH.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him in Japan because I'm
Oh,
into Japan and
Japan
out of
is a-
Japan. It's on Japan's
Japan
on
is
a
a
whole
shit
nother
show right
level.
now. Japan is a shit show right now. They ain't doing shit right now. They have so many guys that got COVID, and like some going on with the fucking contracts. And trust me, ain't nobody gonna see Japan for a minute.
And they
They
just
got
lost
too
their
much shit
champion.
going wrong.
They just
Yeah,
lost their
lost their
champion.
champion,
He
yeah.
hurt himself.
Will Ospreay fucked up his neck. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, man. That's fucked
So,
up.
I
And he's
mean-
like, he was 6 weeks in. He just got that Divas title that they have now. You know, that shit.
Man, he called it the Divas title.
It looks like it. You gotta look it up. Look it up. Look up the new title. It looks exactly New Japan's World Heavyweight Championship. I was like, did anybody watch WWE at any point the Ruthless Question ever and see that shit to turn this into that shit? Because they had a great belt. That shit was huge.
Oh yeah.
It almost looked like the WC.
Yeah.
I
TNA
like
even
the title.
TNA
TNA has
even
good belts too.
yeah, but they almost copied that title because it almost looked exactly the same.
The Bill Goldberg shit.
Remember, what was it I saw? There was a rapper that I saw. He had it like as a bracelet. I think it was Raekwon, and I was like, oh shit, that's dope. I would have never thought of making a bracelet out of the world title.
Oh,
Like
yo,
the
What, the Bill
That's actually
Goldberg
correct.
one?
yo, my man.
What?
Yeah, that, like that. Well, I hate
And
that
it
title.
spins.
I
And
hate,
it
You got
fucking
I hate that
spins.
I hate that
Oh
fucking title.
my God.
That's
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna point. That's not the Raw
Yeah, that
Women's title. That's the little Raw Women's title. I got the big SmackDown title in the bedroom right now. We ain't gonna display.
You said that's in the
Hey,
case.
wait.
No,
That's
I
in
mean,
the case.
I got the Attitude
You got
Era
the-
title right
You
here.
got that one, yeah.
Yeah.
I got that one in the sleeve that won't come out until I go to my next WWE event.
Oh, I hate
And then I'm gonna slug that bitch around.
the sleeve I
heard
got
that?
fucked
You
up.
heard
I don't know
that,
how,
though?
but
I got that title in '97. That's nothing.
word. But the next
Wait
belt I'm
till I
getting is
go to
big gold.
WrestleMania.
I need big gold. I need that shit.
What you mean big gold? They got a gold belt?
WCW title.
The
The WCW
WCW
title.
one?
The-
Yeah,
Oh, the Bill Goldberg.
yeah. They call it big gold because
Yes,
it's a big
yes,
gold
yeah,
belt.
that's because that's the only guy that ever held that title. Snuff. The only guy that ever held that title.
Really?
What's Bill Goldberg?
I thought
The
Hulk
only
Hogan
guy.
spray paint on it or something.
Calling it the
Now that's the
Goldberg
one I want.
Yeah,
Let me
that
get that
one,
NWO one.
Yo.
Not no new shit. Let me get the original shit.
Yo, Hogan sells that shit on his website. In Miami, he has a
Man,
store.
fuck Hogan.
But that shit's
nah.
expensive though.
Oh,
She wants it, but she don't want to support Hogan.
we got a Hogan
No.
fan here, Gigi.
Yo,
We got the
Man,
biggest
fuck
Hogan.
Hogan.
Look, Hogan's
No,
on
you
the
know what's
wall.
terrible?
Yo,
He's a great guy, but he's such a fucking racist.
Look-
My God.
look at my
Hogan.
picture with Hogan right there,
How
right
dare you.
there. Me and
I
Hogan.
got one. I got one. It's just not displayed. No,
And
we
it-
can't put that up. Just like we can't post up Velveteen Dream. We can't
And I
post
got
that
Bruce
nigga.
Leroy. Hogan and Bruce Leroy, my two heroes.
Look at that. Bruce Leroy wasn't even a boxer. Yeah, wrestler. My bad. Bruh.
He wasn't either one of them, show. A boxer or a wrestler.
Oh, man.
Listen, I don't gotta worry about Hogan because Booker T's coming for that nigga. That's it. That's all I know.
Oh my god, man.
Yo.
I love that whole thing, man.
Hogan, we coming for you, nigga. Fuck.
Silly.
Listen, I just want to know When I ever get a chance to meet Booker T, my first question will be something about that. But I just want to know what the fuck did Sensational Sherry had to say when that promo was cut. Like, oh, you fucked up, nigga, you fucked up.
Yo,
Booker T, he was also. Oh,
she was the only one though, straight faced. She was on some. You didn't say that, and she's like, yeah.
No.
And everyone else was like,
no,
what
but
the fuck?
when you look at the promo and when you look at her face, she goes like this. And I'm just like,
let me get it.
I'm just like, what's on her brain?
I want to try to salvage it. Like, let me get it
You
real
won't
quick.
be in trouble.
The funny part, I would have been like, nah, I'm good. I'm like, yo, no, we're good. We get it.
It's normal.
You
like-
spoke the way you used to. You're good. Oh, he got heat for that. Yeah.
Listen, at that point, you have to think Booker's like this. Shit, I'm about to lose my job.
Yep.
Hogan gonna pit me. I'm done. There goes my career.
And that's how he looked too, because he was like, "We coming for you, niggas!" Fuck.
Oh.
Instantly, bro.
We're gonna lose tonight now.
My man
done.
Stevie Ray's like,
We done, bro.
ah, shit.
Said you got too hype, man. You got too hype.
Yo.
You're all good, bro.
But
He believed in that promo.
But yo, everyone glosses over the fact that Vince McMahon said it. Like he said it to
Yeah, he
John
said
Cena.
that.
He's like, "What's
What's up,
my nigga?"
My nigga.
And no, yo, it was never mentioned again. Never mentioned again.
I'm the owner, bro. I can say whatever I want.
Shit. You want to
Who
fucking
gonna-
take
who
somebody
gonna
out of?
find me?
You want
You
to
can
cancel
tell Cena
somebody?
Cena wanted nothing to do with that. He was like, I'm not even gonna finish my line.
I don't even
Like, nah,
say
I'm
that,
good.
homie. And I'm the rapper.
Hey, yo, Booker T did the tell
I'm
me.
good.
Booker T did the tell me.
Yeah.
He didn't just say that. And I'm like, yo, I get it, but
no.
yeah.
You see, that goes along the line about the Randy Orton thing I was talking about. You are gonna get assaulted, son. I just want you to understand what's gonna happen in the process. Like, if you're gonna say that line to me,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's like, no, bro, that's a no-go.
All I know is that I will never shake Randy Orton's hand. Nope. After hearing all that shit where he fucking would put his hands in his nutsack, shake my hand. Because if you don't, I'm going to tell niggas that you don't want to shake Randy Orton's hand. And
He did
he
that?
have people.
Yeah, he's a bully, bro.
I knew it was he's a class A dick. He was shitting in people's bags. Like Stacey Keebler's bag, you shit in her bag.
Oh, I heard. Was it
Mhm.
Sable or
Mhm.
somebody?
No, if it was
That was
Sable,
Stacey-
Brock would have killed him.
Yeah, that was
Sable's married to Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, but
Wait,
back
that
in the day,
was
it was Stacey Keebler, I believe. Stacey? Yeah, it was Stacey. Yeah, he got
it was
suspended
somebody's
for.
I
It was
remember
Stacey. Yeah, I
somebody
think it was.
first.
In somebody's bag, like traveling
yeah.
bag, like he
Like
just.
somebody's wrestling bag. I remember.
Yo, but
Yeah.
I
I
don't.
remember the story.
Yo,
Yeah.
he must be well protected because I don't know how he's still walking straight.
Bob Orton.
Well, I remember he was right on the cuffs. He was right on the cuffs of becoming part of Evolution. So he was already cool with Triple H and Flair.
I feel you, but being from the Bronx, you shit in my bag. I don't care if you on the cusp of God or Jesus, nigga.
Word.
It's over.
Word. Straight punches
Yeah.
in his face.
There was nobody
Word.
backing up.
See, that's Vince cutting them off. It gotta be Vince cutting them off.
Yeah.
Yo, Vince McMahon messing with his connection, man.
Word.
It's always-
Vince is like, this is good shit. Cut him off.
Word.
This is
Word.
good shit.
He's like, we can't
Yeah,
fire
no.
Orton.
Not right now. Not with RK Bro.
With RK Bro, and after that
Oh,
soft
man.
porn that he did at before WrestleMania.
Oh my God, that's shit.
Yo, let's not get into that. Let's not get into that disappointing match at WrestleMania.
Oh my God.
That was just as disappointing as Kofi and fucking Brock. It was just as disappointing.
Yo,
Which one are you talking about?
the Fiend versus Randy Orton at WrestleMania this year.
At WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yo,
It's
that
sad
was
that a rapper could do better than you.
that was more disappointing than Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton at a couple years ago WrestleMania. Like, how do you get
That's
worse?
the Firefly?
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, with the bugs in the ring.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this? Why are the worms on?
I think it would have been better if Alexa Bliss would have just came out, did some voodoo shit, and he just disappeared.
Understand what happened?
What happened to Bray Wyatt?
Yo, everything
Also,
about that.
why are we giving the Fiend's character to Alexa Bliss? She doesn't need it.
She doesn't.
The Fiend should have been only Bray Wyatt. You want to bring Alexa Bliss in it, cool, but let that shit last for a long ass time. Don't fucking tell us like, yo, this is gonna be like probably even going into the mixed tag team matches or some type of bullshit like that, you know, because they always gonna have something like that along the lines. But you're literally building what essentially is the most dominating couple in this wrestling industry, where not only are they dominant, but they're scary as fuck. And the moment you see them, you're like, nah, I'm gonna go this way. I'm not fucking with them. And then you, one, break them up, which just makes no sense. But then two, pass the character on to Alexa Bliss because Bray Wyatt doesn't want to come on scenes because he's dealing with mental issues. I get you want to have the Fiend character to live on, because right now Bray's taking a step back. But to give it to Alexa, it makes no sense, because Alexa, from what we understood, was possessed by the Fiend for the longest. Then he, opened up their eyes, and then, oh, good, now I get to be this psychopath, the Harlequin times 10, and go absolutely insane. And then now she's the Fiend with a stupid doll.
WWE writing, WWE creative, ladies and gentlemen. WWE creative at their best.
Yeah. We made Harley Quinn so they can help Natalya and Tamina Snuka win the tag team titles.
Absolutely correct. Yep.
Which they didn't need the help. They could have done it clean, and it would have been. Look, I'm so happy that they won. Fucking Tamina after 11 years, about fucking time. Pobrecita, she was gonna be like, she was gonna retire with nothing.
Yeah.
That's Jimmy Snuka's daughter?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is.
Maybe they making her suffer because of Jimmy.
No, she was.
Damn
Did he rape somebody?
Damn it.
No, he killed somebody.
He killed somebody, yeah.
Maybe they holding her back because of her father.
There was no evidence.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Scott Hall shot somebody dead in the 5 feet from him. Scott Hall murdered a man, so there we go.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that's true. He did.
It was self-defense, but he did murder him, though.
Yo, but
at the end of the day, he shot him.
But he tortured himself
had
that way. Snuka could possibly could have had the CTE shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's no doubt about it. He probably did.
Because didn't he confess? But they said that he was too mentally ill to be rational when he confessed.
No, Vince McMahon said that. Vince McMahon paid these motherfuckers as like, no, there's something wrong with him. He's a wrestler. He does suffer from a lot of concussions. He paid these people because they contacted him. And he ended up getting his lawyers or whatever there. They end up paying these motherfuckers off, so they didn't say anything about it. That's what they said in the documentary for Dark Side of the Ring. That all you see was Vince McMahon going in there with some guys with some briefcase, and then next thing you know, you see them walk out with Snuka as a free man.
You see? Gigi's on it, B. She got the video. I recorded him. He pulled him out. Put him in the van. That's crazy.
And they Secret Service this motherfucker.
Vince had the money to do so. He didn't want to get rid of his top talent. He was a top talent.
Yeah.
If he wasn't a top talent, Vince would have let him to rot. Like, nah, I can't fuck with you no more.
It would have been the Brooklyn Brawler. He would have been dead easily.
Facts. The best jobber ever.
Or Barry Horowitz, true. Or Barry Horowitz too. Him too. I used to love that whole thing. I don't know why. It's the stupidest thing ever. I used to like, how loser are you? You're the only person batting yourself on the back? You don't have friends, bro? What's going on? I used to love that shit, man. It made no sense. I used to love it. And then, in his vest, he had the print, his handprint.
A giant ass handprint, like the Big Show fucking. They used the Big Show's hand.
And he was the only wrestler with a Jewish star on his trunks. I'm like, what? Okay. throwing out the religion and everything today, Barry. You're right. But with Horowitz, we all figured out you were Jewish, bro. Didn't have to tell us.
Yeah.
You got that little bald spot on the top in the middle right here, blink. Uh-oh. You know you wearing that yarmulke. Straight up Jewish. Yo, before I forget,
what the hell was the topic anyway?
Wait, before I forget, I heard you say Taz is a suplex machine. What's the best suplex you ever seen? Because the other day I saw some Scott Steiner shit. Woo! Disgusting. I don't even think he grabbed him.
Did you use a word right there?
Said, sweet. Disgusting. That's how it was nasty.
Disgusting?
Yeah.
Yo, we're gonna have to put that in the ghetto
And
dictionary.
discuss together. It said succotash and discuss together. Made a word there.
Disgusting.
All right. I see you saw that. He saw that. He saw that Roman promo.
Vocabulary book for
Wrestling.
He saw that Roman promo. That's what it was, and he got motivated to make a word up. I feel you, no problem.
Yo, are you asking the best type of suplex or who did the best suplex?
Or your favorite?
The best looking suplex.
Ultimo Dragon, I think, had the best German suplex.
Ooh.
That was a good one. I like Tajiri's. It was really low to the ground and fast. Tajiri. Now we go to Tajiri. Yeah.
Damn, I'm gonna sound so fucked up, but I can't not say it. Benoit. Chris Benoit had one of the best suplex.
The triple threat. The snap suplex was, yeah. The snap suplex.
It's just a fucking guy that I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
We ain't had nothing to do with that.
Listen, he's already fired.
Don't, yo, all that scared to say shit here.
Less of that.
Above everything else. Above everything else. Above being fired.
Less of that.
Word.
Chris Benoit.
Less of that.
No scared of saying shit here. I said some mad controversial
man was erased
shit.
from history.
Word.
Erased from history.
But his snap
That's
suplex
exactly
was.
what happened.
His snap
No, that
suplex
was a good one,
was.
yeah.
Yeah. That was a good snap suplex. Yeah.
But his suplex was just, they were quick. They were like on point. He'll come out of nowhere and just like boom, another one, boom.
I like his leg stomp when he did it. He lifted the leg up.
Yeah, the whole.
Yeah, that was nice.
Oh no, and of course Kurt, because you know, it's what Kurt does. The release.
I mean,
extraplex, yeah, it's Kurt. You know.
Nah.
And it was really wrong because he throws you, and there's a nice distance for a guy that isn't that big. You know what I'm saying?
Anytime you hear about Kurt Angle suplex, the only thing you always think about is that King of the Ring moment with Shane McMahon, and then that motherfucker didn't go through the glass.
Oh yeah.
Once, he had to go twice. Now, so every time I hear Kurt Angle suplex, that's the first image that pops up in my brain.
But it happened twice. It going in.
Actually, 3 times, because the first time the motherfuckers didn't break the glass, so he had to go through it. The second time, and then the third time was going out
Yeah, he had to come back.
He was great. Go ahead, Shane.
He got hurt too. I heard he got hurt.
Oh yeah, he landed right on the back of his fucking neck.
Square on his neck, my man. He was it. But he got up and said, "Do it again." Kurt was like, "Really?" Okay. Yeah, man. Kurt was like, "Really?"
Being the owner,
but yo,
throw me again.
But you got to give it to them though.
Oh,
they go all out.
Oh, yeah,
they go all out.
They do. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, Shane throws punches like probably Popeye does, jokingly, but you know, kind of like Bugs Bunny does it.
Hey, wait.
Go ahead.
Let me see if I can do it.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go, just like that.
Oh my God.
Just like that, bro. You look like Shane.
It's funny because he got a short sleeve shirt and everything going on there.
Here comes the money.
Who was it that did it? Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels.
Yo, best segment.
That
Best
was
segment
great.
ever.
That was great. That whole segment was dope.
But that, shut up.
Oh man.
I love it.
Oh man.
Oh man.
That gonna make me go back and watch all this stuff now.
Yo, bro, and
that's ridiculous, man.
And they can't do a fraction of that shit now.
No.
Oh no, absolutely not. There's too many sensitive ass motherfuckers out here. They can't do it.
You're gonna get so much Hashtag don't watch this. Hashtag don't do this. Hashtag. Fuck off.
Word. Come on, man. This is
Seriously.
entertainment.
When
Just be
I
entertained.
don't
Change
remember.
the channel.
I remember how the world just became so. I mean,
See, Vince cut him off again.
Oh no.
There you go.
I know they
Vince
watch
heard
it.
you.
Where?
They watched him.
Vince, that damn Vincent Kennedy McMahon. He's up to it again.
Can Tony Khan help us, please? Tony? Mr. Khan? Oh, shit, he's back! No,
There you go.
It went!
He looks a little clearer now.
So Tony, hire Samoa. If we're doing it, hire Joe, Tony. Hire Joe.
Yeah.
You're listening, bro.
He needs to.
You want to. You need to.
A big
For
guy
real.
that can move.
But yo,
A big guy that can move.
AEW needs to go back to when they first started. They need to go back to that. But it felt like wrestling again. It felt like they weren't doing stupid storylines. They were competing. And when they ran in with the record and they gave everybody a record and the records matter, it was like, yo, this is beautiful. Because now if you lose, it means something. If you win, it means something. Now it's like, oh my God, I'm watching a bunch of amateurs try to be WWE. What the fuck? We had this in WCW. It didn't work. Didn't work.
No.
That's my little rant on.
But that's why they
AEW.
have all the other shows to have them basically kind of showcase them. They have all these other shows that's basically going to be their main event, the WWE main event.
Yeah.
One, a show that one, people barely watch, but two, they'd be able to perfect their craft. Where you have a lot of, not for nothing, we're getting nothing but old WWE and a lot of WCW people. So it's like two worlds combined. And then you have, Cody with this, this thing on his neck.
Yeah, that was a weird tattoo, but
This thing on his neck. But it's like, in some sort of way, they're slowly losing sight of what AEW, what was exciting about AEW when it first started. I feel like they're losing sight of it.
yeah.
They need to fucking figure out what are they doing with their women's division. Because as much as I love Sheeta gotta drop the title. She's not doing nothing for me. As a women, as a women's champion and as a woman, speaking about the women's division of AEW, she is not doing anything for me. She has good matches. She can have great matches depending on the person who she has chemistry with, but she doesn't have great matches with everybody. Britt Baker, she's been a little bit better on her craft, a lot better, and I would love to see her as my new women's title, as my new women's champion, because she can sell the merch, she can sell the moves, and she can sell a promo without hesitation. Sheeta can't really sell a promo like that.
Yeah, she's just a
She
wrestling
doesn't seem
holder.
threatening to me. Yeah, she's a title holder for me.
Yeah.
She's a
What
title
is it
holder.
about her? What is it about her?
I mean-
branding. Is she small? Is she?
She's just a wrestler. She's just a wrestler. She's not a. She doesn't cut
She's
promos.
a wrestler, but there's no
Yeah.
spark about her. There's no spunk about her. There's no anything that's like, yo, I need to watch this bitch. Nah, I'd rather watch Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker go at it again. That shit was beautiful.
Yeah, you know what the problem is? A lot of her history is in Japan, and they're
Yes,
using
absolutely.
her history from Japan to drive her now. There's not a lot of stuff that they're showing in AEW. Like even like her best match to me was when she fought that other woman that dresses up like the dude from Queen, the lead singer of Queen, whatever, Joey Mercury, whatever the fuck his name is. That
Freddie
woman,
Mercury?
yeah,
Freddie Mercury?
Freddie
Yeah.
Mercury.
Freddie
Joey
Mercury. There you go.
Mercury was an Eminem.
Yeah, no, I know, I hear you, but the match she had with her, and they had that storyline like you can't beat me if it was 100 times, whatever the fuck. I was like, yo, this is dope, and they had an amazing match, but that's from Japan. There's no build up in America here. There's a lot of resting on the loyals when it comes to building a wrestlers. Like she was big there, so we assume for her to be big here, but. She needs that person that's gonna push her to where is that, like.
But that's the thing with AEW. AEW pulled out a lot of stars from like New Japan, like just Japan in general, and also in New Japan. Where let's be real, the Young Bucks were over in Japan. Kenny Omega was over in Japan, but they're not really over in the States.
Yeah.
I don't
not.
see the Young Bucks are fun to watch, but they're not over. They're not over like that. Same thing with Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega, within the first year of being in AEW, it to me was a full disappointment, because here I saw him doing his thing in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and he comes to the US, and it's like he lost that fire that I so like wanted to see out of him.
He didn't come over as a cleaner. He didn't come as a cleaner.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Isn't that
Right.
He came over as
Yes,
Kenny
Hold
Omega.
up.
I don't give a fuck about Kenny Omega. I give a fuck about the cleaner. It's
Yeah.
kind of like the Batman Bruce Wayne thing.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't care about Bruce Wayne. Give me Batman.
But
I don't give a shit about Kenny Omega. Give me the cleaner. You know.
But the thing with the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega specifically is that in New Japan Pro Wrestling they were anime characters, right? So in anime, when you watch it, you're it's fantastic. But when you put anime in American culture, it's like out of place. Because Kenny Omega's character, I'm watching, I'm like, bro, maybe in Japan this would work because, you know, it's different there. But here, you kind of look like a rookie with this promo. Like, you're not really selling me nothing here. You know, like, there's no passion here. You're playing a character, and that character is a bad character. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Agree. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, you didn't get the cleaner. You got Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to see Kenny Omega. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, that's like I don't want to see the Ringmaster.
For real.
Not at all.
Stone Cold?
Yeah, the Ringmaster was Stone Cold's first gimmick in WWE.
Maybe starting Steve Austin, because I've seen some of that, and I'm like, yo, he's good at that. I get it. But I don't want to see the Ringmaster. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. I don't want to see Vinny Van.
Oh, yeah. The Diamond Stud. See, Vince cut them off again.
It was a rocker. It was okay. But could care less about the rocker at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, that thing is not what I want to see anymore. I want to see this guy, the cleaner. Because when he started it at first, remember, he was one of the Golden Lovers? Him and this dude? That's what they were called at first. Then he became the cleaner when he joined these guys. That's what I want to see. That's who's the most interesting Kenny Omega evolution you've had is the cleaner. Not Kenny Omega himself. That shit is like, well, you know, I can see a generic blonde wrestler whatever the fuck I want. It's a shitload of niggas. They can move like you. A lot of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what it was. It came over with Kenny Omega and not the whole cleaner gimmick. Should have been from the get. You know what I mean? You could have had it all, but no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I definitely
It's true though. Yeah, I mean, and even though you still had the Young Bucks being themselves, it wasn't selling. It wasn't doing anything. They're supposed to be the top of the tag team division and everything like that, but for the longest they were losing nonstop. They were putting other people over, and it makes sense why you want to put old people over, because the whole world knows you are pretty much part ownership of AEW. So you don't want to go ahead and put yourself, you know what? I'm going to put myself as a tag team title. But you should, in a way, because it's your company. Put yourself, like, you know what? This is my motherfucking company. I'm the best. We created this. You want it? Come get it from us.
Yeah.
Take these belts from us.
Or,
you know?
The title himself.
Or you leave them completely away from the titles. You have them in feuds with other people that are trying to say that they're not the best, like personal feuds. Leave them away from the titles. Let those other tag teams build up and get their shit. And then when it's time for them, like, yo, all right, we're done with proving these motherfuckers, you know, the personal business. Now let's get these belts. You know?
Right. Like the feud between the Elite and the Inner Circle when they first started. That feud was dope.
Yeah, it was.
And it didn't even have to deal with any titles. Really.
See, that's what we were saying, Show.
Yeah.
You know? It didn't have to do with any titles whatsoever. It's the story behind it, the chemistry between each rivalry and everything like that. The Inner Circle versus the Elite was by far one of the best rivalries that AEW has had between factions.
Yes. And last week we was telling that to Show. when you have personal rivalries that don't have to do with titles, they're like the best thing for the show. And then when you have title matches, they should just be about for the championship.
Gotcha.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So her saying that just it goes to show you. Had nothing to do with the title, but it was the best part of the show.
Nope.
Yep.
Yo, guys.
And then if it wasn't that, I mean, even with the titles, like you said, with the rankings that we had, latest. With the rankings and everything like that, of like you said, win or lose cards. Who now we can see who's winning, who's losing. That should only be about the championship belts, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I am happy to see that Darby Allin is no longer our TNT champion. I'm over it. I'm good. Sting's son is done. Alright.
Yeah.
Se fue.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I'll give AEW this. I told Vince this earlier, and I've told him before. Is they are putting over the younger guys, and I can appreciate that because that's the way the business works. You got younger guys, they step up, and the cycle continues. You don't have somebody that's 50 winning the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Really? Seriously? Really? 50? What in the blue fuck? And he barely did. He was just lying there on some. I can move now. Oh, Christian's coming out. I should get up and hug him. Let's do something.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck what am I watching here? What the fuck is this geriatric shit about?
Yeah, the Royal Rumble was designed to show the new talent, the new guy coming up. But Edge could literally walk in the ring and like, I want a title shot. I mean,
that's what the funny thing is.
I'm the number one contender for the
did.
United States Championship.
No, but that's the way the Rumble
for the
went like that.
Universal title.
It was his idea for him to win it. That's how the Rumble went. He said, I want to win the Rumble. Which was like, sure.
Why
Wait,
not?
what?
We don't have any other talent.
Yeah. Fuck all these young guys over here looking at me like, yo, I can literally wrestle the whole match and still be fresh as shit by the end of it. I can go an hour and be good, bro. No. Let's give it to the guy that's 54 and looks like he's dying right now. Come bring that guy over.
Word.
And he cut like 2 promos and had like half a match with one of the younger guys.
Don't forget that their entrance is about 1.5 minutes long. We can never forget about those, except if they don't matter. They don't matter. They're already in the ring.
They run down. Yeah, they run over and run down.
Oh yeah.
You don't matter. You don't walk. You run. Follow Cruz, run. Now, you go. Randy, take your sweet ass time getting to that ring. Let's hear your whole entrance song, please.
Twice.
Nobody beats the Undertaker. I was like, here we go. And they make the ramps longer, so you're like, oh, really? Really?
Yo,
give him the motorcycle, man. Give him the motorcycle. Somebody give him a motorcycle.
You know, Mark Henry actually had to get one of those fucking scooters.
Carts.
The cart.
Cart
He was like, yo, fuck this. Yo, I did the cart, man. I'm not gonna walk 3 football fields just to get to this fucking ring.
I get it. I'll pull veteran status. I'm like, yo, hey, listen, man. This dude milks his walk. I don't need to. Just get me to the ring, bro. I just need to get to the ring.
For real.
And make me look pretty badass as I'm doing it too, all right? Looks
like I'm floating. I'm floating above everybody.
Sell the gimmick. Sell the gimmick.
My God. Ah, man.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. That was my rant for the not pushing the younger guys. I'm sorry about that.
No, it's true though.
Here for a long time.
It makes no sense how we have NXT being the way it was. And let's be real, NXT was pretty much just like where the stepping stone needs to be to get yourself into the main roster. And now NXT is basically the better roster out of the 3. You know, SmackDown slowly rising is up just because the tribal chief, my tribal chief, your tribal chief, everybody's tribal chief is there, and we must respect the tribal chief. You know,
whoa,
Jimmy Uso.
Whoa.
We can't be nobody's bitch though.
I'm gonna be Jimmy.
Hey.
So when they came out with that shirt, I was like, oh, that's dope. I never thought of that.
Yo.
I never thought of that.
So it's fucked up. I looked it up.
Yeah.
I looked up that shirt. I was like, Jimmy Uso, boom, I'm gonna get that new shirt. Do you know the back of the shirt says Jay Uso? So now I'm already, thank you, WWE, for letting me know that Jay Uso is gonna go ahead and turn on Roman because it says Jay Uso and not Jimmy Uso on the back of the shirt. I saw it was like, oh shit, yo, there's a heel turn coming soon.
Yo, for real.
I sense it.
No,
yo,
probably.
That's supposed to say Jimmy.
I'm
They'll be-
wearing
they'll
the
be
reason
the-
why
they'll be the-
SmackDown has the best roster. I'm just saying. This is the reason why SmackDown has the best roster.
And I am the queen.
No. This is the reason.
Shit.
I got the
You're
little
not-
one
are you
sleeping
sure-
here with
are you
her
not for-
iconic shirt on. So
You're not
she's
forgetting
like iconics.
The Thanos glove. You forgetting the Thanos glove that he all of a sudden I'm like, wait, why do you have a gold glove?
Yeah, I
This
was
nigga
asking.
Thanos.
Where did
This
it
son of a
come
bitch. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's the Thanos.
with his new majestic music that he has coming out, but the same frame, like
Yeah.
like that.
I like his music. I'm not gonna lie.
I like it. The remix Goldust theme. I love it. It's like kind of Goldust.
Listen, I'll take all the 3D. I'll take all the little fun 3D effects that they did. With him now doing his like stance and everything. All I will not accept is Matt Riddle's little pichones flying out when his chancletas fly.
Yeah.
Okay, I will not accept. Why is this bird ass nigga got birds coming out of the sea? No, we will not do that.
What else I don't like? The Braun Strowman choo-choo train sound.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it's literally a choo-choo. I was like,
during the
I
match.
swear to God, that's one of.
During the
Yeah,
match.
that was one of the
what?
minutes that gone. I was like, what is this? Is that a train sound? I'm done with this. We're done. Like,
For a minute
That's all right.
there, I thought it was a train around my way, and I was like, wait a minute. Nah, it can't be. Because I'm
That-
hearing it
'cause what it was
twice
is-
when he was doing it like twice. I was like, nah, hold the fuck up. Put it on pause. I don't hear no train. Unpause it. Get the fuck out of here. Really? Since when did we add
By the way,
sound
I'm a-
effects to these goddamn matches?
by the way, I'm a fan of the fact that they have Roman doing this, and he doesn't do it anymore. He just does the spear. He doesn't announce it. He just does it. So you need to stop putting that shit up there. Just have him stand there. I'm like, yo, he stopped doing that a long time ago. Like once he came back, when he beat up Bray, well, was it Bray Wyatt? Yeah, when he beat him, I was like, he didn't do it then.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, but whatever. I got no problem with Thanos. Not a problem. WWE's Thanos. Not
hear
a
you.
beef with it.
I
He's
hate
the
you.
most interesting dude you have right now, period. As there is of champions or anybody
And-
else. I like Lashley, but he's not interesting.
And the crazy
Same.
shit is, you can ask Joey, Lay. I told him, like last year, 2 years ago, I told him, I said, listen, everyone hates Roman Reigns because of the way they pushed him and all other shit. I do not like Roman Reigns, but I can see something in him. They just need to let him go. And they finally let him go, and he's the best fucking thing out there. The best fucking thing out
And
there.
then you add Paul Heyman
Oh, yeah.
to the mix. Paul Heyman is gold no matter who you put Paul Heyman with, it is pure magical. It's gold. It's going to sell.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what.
Ryback Ryback is one of those that like,
Yeah,
but still,
yeah.
he did his best.
What I really like about the Heyman thing with Reigns, if you look at it, when he was with Brock, he was always confident, and he's like, yo, Brock's in it. When he looks at Roman, he almost looks scared of Roman.
Yes.
He's also like he doesn't want to question him, and he wants to say it. And I was like, that's a very different dynamic that they have. Like I remember once he asked him to give him his title, and Paul took a little too long. He said, "My bad.
Oh
Fucked
yeah.
up. I'm back. I got you." See, so that between the Brock thing is like he knew Brock wasn't the brightest of the bright. You know what I'm saying? He knows Roman knows too much to be like, you ain't disrespecting in front of those people, brother. Thank you.
Brock was terrible
You know
on
what
the
I'm
mic.
Oh yeah.
No, let me ask
I
you.
remember
Brock
I remember
is
that.
terrible on the mic.
Yeah, I remember that when Heyman turned on him that 1 year or a couple of months,
Oh yeah.
and I was like, what? I was like, please don't let him pick up a mic. And he did it. I was like, oh my God. Why?
That was when
why are
Heyman
you
went with the
doing
Big
this?
Show.
Yeah, I was like, yo,
It's like this is why
the
Heyman's
Big Show. The Big Show is very capable of okay short promo. Shit, so is Kane. But Brock should never have a mic in his hand. Unless he's faking you out. put a mic in Brock's hand, and I go, I'm nervous now. This shit's gonna be a shit show.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
Brock can have a mic in his hand when he's a complete buffoon. But if he's trying to be
Yes.
intimidating or serious, take that shit away from him.
This will work.
Take it away from him.
Yep.
Just stand there, Brock. You're already scary. You don't need to open up your mouth. If you want to be an idiot with our truth, go ahead. Say what you need to say. But if you're trying to be intimidating, just fucking stand there. Just fucking stand there.
Let Paul Heyman sell the shit out of you. Let
Yeah.
Heyman sell the shit out of you. Because he
Word.
does it like nobody's business. You know what I'm saying?
It's like,
I'm just, yeah, I know it. I would like to see what will happen the moment, and you know it's gonna happen eventually down the line. Because if they don't, if the WWE does not take advantage of it, they're just fucking dumb. Which, I mean, it doesn't surprise me, but they need to go ahead and take advantage of having the head of the table versus the head of the family. And you know I'm talking about The Rock.
oh yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
We set something up for that before. We spoke about a thing for that, how it would work. And that was when we included Samoa Joe in, by the way. It was like 2 years building up to pretty much The Rock versus Roman.
That's how we got
You
him
know what I'm
fired.
saying? Yeah, pretty much. We included him in a storyline that would make so much sense. But what can you do?
Creatives was like, nah, these niggas are too creative. We can't do that. Fire this nigga. Tell
yeah.
Vince.
How dare you come up with a storyline that's gonna keep us in pocket on SmackDown for 2 years? What the fuck is wrong with you? There's no challenge in that. What?
Oh, yeah.
What? No. Yes, you need that.
And you did it with the one guy who can look Roman in the face and say, I'm not scared of you. And everyone would believe
Absolutely.
it. Nah,
Yep.
get him out. Get him the fuck out of here. It was almost like they said, hold on, wait, you should apologize for thinking that we're going to do that. You know,
And
like,
this is what you get for it.
yeah.
Goodbye,
Like,
Samoa Joe.
if they had our emails, Samoa Joe would have been safe. We would have just had a harsh email like, you need to apologize right now for ever thinking that
Absolutely.
Samoa Joe can do this to Roman Reigns.
Don't-
And then Samoa Joe's now on Sunday Night Heat or some shit.
Don't plant that idea in people's heads, because then they're gonna want to go with it.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Like, yeah, you're right. That was a stupid idea. Just
Yeah.
trying to capitalize on.
Yeah. You try to make
the
our
fact
show
that
more
he's Samoa
interesting.
Joe.
We tell
Oh,
you
you
when
guys.
the show is interesting. You don't fucking tell us how to make the show interesting.
That would be so
Yeah.
easy.
Watch. And next
Fuck
week,
that.
Jimmy's gonna come out in a dress or some shit, just because.
Yo. Yo.
Vince heard it
So-
again.
Yep. See.
Damn it.
You know,
See, I'm advertising the fuck out of WWE. That's why my shit's not slowing down.
Yo, for real.
that and Tokidokis. We got Tokidokis up there with the New Day. Chilling with the unicorn.
Oh shit. Damn.
The unicorn
that's awesome.
army. Standing on Hacksaw Jim Duggan's 2x4.
Yo, I met Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He's a fucking phenomenal
Is it?
dude.
I honestly want to say out of all of the wrestlers I've ever met, Hacksaw Jim Duggan has by far been my favorite wrestler to me, because he's just so down to earth, so humble, so happy
yeah.
to see everybody. And I remember like at a Comic-Con, like the lady who was trying to take the photo from my phone, she couldn't take it because her stupid ass was holding like the screen and then was trying to press to take the picture. Like, no, sis, you gotta get one finger on the screen is all you need.
Yeah, for real.
We kept doing ho at least 6 times. At the 7th time, I'm like, if I say ho one more time, somebody gotta pay me, because this is some. I'm doing this shit for free.
For real.
Calling myself a hoe out there, all it for Comic-Con to hear me. But he was so,
You know the
he was
dude-
like,
you know the dude
I don't know
that's
what's
desperate.
going on, but we're gonna get this. Do a video, everybody, ho! And then literally everybody that was surrounding us, because we were there doing it at least 6 or 7 times, all decided to join in to say it. And then next thing you know, the whole crowd started chanting USA.
Oh yeah.
Got it. And fucking Duggan's right there selling it too. USA, USA, with his tongue on the side of his mouth like he always does. I always like, this is
Oh yeah.
never let kayfabe die. Don't ever take that away from me. From you, from me, don't ever take that away.
For real.
Let's go.
Yo, me and my brother were at Comic-Con, and we were there early. We was mapping the floor because my brother won the thing to get access to the next Elite figures. So we was checking to see where the area was, right? So we're walking around, and we see the panel. They're all empty for Ted DiBiase, the NWO, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And we're looking at the pictures like, oh, shit. You know, blah, blah, blah. We see the 2x4 and everything. So we turn the corner, boom, right in our face. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I'm like this. Because this motherfucker's tall and I'm short. And I'm like, oh, you Hacksaw Jim Duggan? Yo, he sticks his hand out and he shakes my forearm. Because that's how big his fucking hand is. Yo, he's huge fucking man. And he's like, how you guys doing? I'm like, we're doing all right. He goes, oh, I'm happy to see you guys here for, Comic-Con and all that. I was like, yeah, man, I'm a huge wrestling fan. He's like, yeah, yo, that's good to hear, blah, blah, blah. And we're like literally having a conversation. And Ted DiBiase's like, yo, bro, we got to go to our booth. He goes, oh, don't worry about it. He goes, yo, I hope you guys have a good time. And we're over here. So come back if you want to see us. And this, that, and the third. And yo, me and my brother were shook. Like they left. They walked past us and we stood in the same spot like, Hacksaw Jim Duggan just had a fucking conversation with us. Like,
Yep.
like what the fuck? Like, yo, he literally just had a conversation. Yo, best dude I ever, out of all the wrestlers I met, yo, coolest dude. I paid to take that picture with Hogan. And Hogan shook my hand. He said, what's up, Nuck? Because I had the Knucklehead shirt on, and it was red and yellow for Hogan. And he just called me Nuck. And then we did the pose, and then I left. And I was shaking because Hogan's my fucking favorite wrestler. Yeah, it's Hogan.
It's Hogan. Yeah, it's Hogan.
But to me, meeting Hacksaw Jim Duggan just meant a little more. It was more of an impact than meeting Hogan. Just
Probably way more genuine.
Yeah.
Way more genuine.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I would have to agree with that. I would say that for me as well, besides Duggan. The other two for me, because I met them both separately at separate Comic-Cons, was Lita and Trish Stratus. By far the most down-to-earth, genuine souls. Trish Stratus saw my daughter, absolutely fell in love with her, and that was around the time Evolution was about to happen, and she was going to fight Alexa Bliss. So I was trying to tell my daughter, like, listen, this is what's going on. My daughter watches wrestling. She understands. She was probably 3 at the time. So she's like, oh, no, she was 4. And she was like, oh, yeah, I saw you on Monday Night Raw. You're going to beat up Alexa Bliss. And Trish Stratus, she's like, I'm going to pick her up. Picks up my daughter. She's like, yes. Having a full-blown conversation. And she's holding my daughter. She's like, yes, I'm going to beat up Alexa Bliss. She's like, can I be your tag team partner? Trish Stratus, the sport that she is, she's like, absolutely. Me and you, we're going to go ahead and lay some Trish Stratus faction on Alexa Bliss. She's like, yeah, we're going to beat her up. She's like, yeah. And then we end up taking the picture, and I was like, thank you for entertaining my child. She was like, she's amazing. I love her. She's going to be a little wrestler. I can't wait. How are you? How's mom doing? Mom's doing great. I'm freaking out that you're holding my child, but in a good way. I'm like, you're holding my kid. I will never wash these clothes. I mean, I did, but this is a moment. And she was just genuine, down to earth. Yeah, they should work on women's tag team titles, but with like real chemistry, not just putting 2 girls together. Then when I met Lita,
iconics.
Yeah. And then when I met Lita, her and I went through the same conversation. Super cool, down to earth. Yep, we should definitely have women's tag team titles. Yeah, we should have it. Yes, people like this, like the iconics, like Sasha and Bailey, because they were teaming up a lot at the time. Different people that was like there. We were like, yes,
Riot Squad, right?
Oh yeah,
Riot Squad.
I think the Riot Squad is good too. And before you knew it, I want to say maybe 6 months later down the road, here we are. We have women's tag team titles that was being announced, and I was like, holy shit, this is amazing. But that chemistry that I had with Lita on that one-on-one, and that chemistry I had with Trish, just meant so much to me as a female wrestling fan, because there's not that many women wrestlers that back then that I was able to look up to, where it was like, oh shit, you know. I mean, I had Alundra Blaze, Bulma Nakano, which was she's a fucking amazing Japanese wrestler.
Yeah.
You know, but then all of a sudden it became a lot about just bra and panty matches.
Yeah, it was a lot of
about
sexualizing.
wrestling. Yeah.
Oh,
So
God.
it wasn't much to me to say look up to. So who else I look up to is Shawn Michaels, because he's a sexy boy. You know.
But he's not a boy toy.
With his two good eyes.
No, but he's not a boy toy. No, it's not
A boy toy. He could be my boy toy. I don't care how old he is. You know, it's all right. He could look this way. He could look that. As long as I got that, that's all right.
Nah,
We just gotta make sure we have the hat on, because that baldness is not working. Sorry, that balding spot right there. It's a little light. It's a little light. You know.
He
all
needs
the
to rub
years of
some.
pulling the hair back.
Yeah.
All the years of pulling the hair back.
He needs to rub that olive oil on his head.
Apparently, that's what it was. Apparently. Doing it wrong for all these years.
Word.
Yeah, it works on his head. I got to do it on my beard now. Maybe it'll work on that.
Maybe.
But when he said it, I was like, what are you cooking on your head, dude? What? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hey,
What the fuck is that about?
my man
Really, it's
shows
not
the
working, by the way.
character.
You're talking about Crisco
Yeah.
oil.
Oh, can't
Word.
wait.
Bacon
Man, no, it's
grease.
just juices and berries. What? No, those are not working either, man. Oh my God, man.
Shit.
I remember that one. That's classic. I'm sorry. What were the topics that we were supposed to be on?
It was supposed to be the best high flying big men, and I changed the title of the stream to just wrestling talk. I changed it. I was like, you know what? We're already 2 hours into this, so we're not gonna talk about the best high flying guys. We're just gonna keep talking. We're getting initiated to Gigi, and there you go. She's a part of the clique now.
There it is.
I'm with it.
There it is.
Literally how the conversations go. We'll answer one question, and then we'll just snowball into other shit.
Yeah.
Like, well, you know what happened after that happened? And like, it could be an event or just a certain wrestler. We just go, but he did this too.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna be shit show over the thing, but it's
I
fucking.
mean, if you want to talk about it, we could just say Bam Bam Bigelow was a really great one too, and so was Vader. So you know.
Oh yeah.
But I think it's best high flyer and then best big man, right?
No,
Separate?
the best high flying
Oh,
big
it's
man.
together.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it was
High
together.
flying big man.
Yeah.
Oh, high flying. I would say Brock, but he almost murdered himself. You know.
Yeah, no, let's not.
But I've seen clips of him doing it and landing it in OVW.
Yeah.
They have clips of him doing it. You're like, oh, he can pull it off, but for some reason, it's a little too far out.
Not
He
at
almost killed
WrestleMania.
No.
He's not a young chicken anymore.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
He's not.
It wasn't that. It was like, yo, they were half an hour into the match by then anyway. It's like, yo, that's not the best time to try to pull that off. You know what I'm saying? You're also wrestling Kurt Angle. It's not going to be the easiest of matches because you both are collegiate wrestlers on that level. You know, it's going to be crazy. But this is not the time to pull off a shooting star press from halfway across the fucking ring, you psycho.
Yeah.
I get it. You want the moment, but there's also you want to walk again. That's important to wrestle.
Yeah, you might need it. You know?
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're Zach
was
Gowen and you
like-
could just hop around the ring, but you know, he's too heavy to be fucking.
Like Psycho Sid, just hop around the ring, right?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? I said what I said. I better not get no shit for what you said about Zach Gowen. Better get no shit for what I said. I have no backlash, all right? I did say what I said, but I say nothing about it to do with one leg. And again, also, I didn't kick that leg from under him like Vince did.
Yeah, true. But he almost killed Vince with that hit, with that fucking chest shot, though. That fucking chest shot made Vince fucking leak, man. Somebody put a faucet on his ass.
Mm-hmm. That shit was funny though.
Yeah, it kind of was. Shit. But we covered almost every aspect. We went from Kenny Omega to Roman Reigns to Zach Gowen to fucking AEW, WCW, Psycho Sid.
But I remember I heard somewhere that, like, amputees freak out Vince.
Who?
What?
Amputees, like, they freak him out.
Amputees. Okay, I thought you said Booker T. I was like, when did Booker T freak out Vince?
I mean, we're gonna get on this again.
I know he just didn't say that. He coming back for that nigga comment.
Me and Vince and I have spoken about this with enough to know that Vince is so racist.
Oh yeah.
Like the level of racism is amazing. The fact that it took this long for Bobby Lashley to win a title.
No.
Really? You know what I'm saying?
Come on, besides
Yo, but you know, shout out to Bobby Lashley on the come up because he had a shitty storyline with Lana. Yeah. The most terrible storyline where that nigga's makeup was all over her face during their bullshit ass wedding. That shit was bad.
What about the thing with Sami Zayn and his sisters?
Listen, leave Fidel Castro alone. Okay? Leave Fidel Castro alone, all right? He's going through a conspiracy right now. He don't need your negativity coming after him.
Yo. Sami Zayn
Tell me
is
I'm wrong.
Other
Tell
shit.
me I'm wrong.
Yo, no, you're not wrong.
My man needs a haircut. He needs a shave down.
He needs a shower.
Someone needs to do a fucking haircut match with that nigga so they can shave that nigga down and be like, nah.
For real.
Chill the fuck out.
For real. Like, yo, I don't.
But what's the worst hairstyle? Like, how Daniel Bryan had it, where he went all out, Earthman, caveman looking like, or Fidel Castro of Sami Zayn.
I don't know, yo. Daniel Bryan looked like the Geico fucking caveman. He could save you car insurance money, Daniel Bryan, with that shit.
I don't know. There's competition right now with Ric Flair. I'm not sure.
That's true. That's true.
Daniel Bryan's a free agent. We don't know what's going on.
Shit.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah.
I like Zayn though. It fits. It looks like he hasn't showered in months, so it fits him. Like he really hasn't showered in
For
months.
real.
You know what I'm saying?
But
no, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? It really does.
The problem with Zayn is his character could be a champion, like a world champion, if need be, but his look doesn't suit it.
Yeah.
His look doesn't suit a champion.
You can tell at one point he just stopped giving a fuck.
Yeah.
He just stopped caring.
He has to look to be an NXT champion, but not a main roster champion.
Yeah.
He did hold the title at NXT, and he was great at it. You know, they had phenomenal matches in NXT. But yeah, when he got to the main roster to have a heavyweight championship match, like, unless he wins Money in the Bank or the Royal Rumble, it's not gonna happen for him anytime soon.
Wait, but there's really
because he can go.
Oh yeah, he can. He can go. There's no doubt about it. You know what I'm saying? The part is the way SmackDown is set up right now.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns land.
He ain't taking it off. It has to come off Roman. Period. There's no way Sami Zayn is gonna beat Roman Reigns.
Fox needs that money. Fox needs that money.
If you were gonna pick someone, whether it be after The Rock or whatever, who would you pick to take the title off of Roman?
He can, on that mic, he can go to total with anybody you need him to.
Who?
He can wrestle. And Big E.
Oh, Big E. Okay.
Big E.
On the mic, with anybody, he can do if he wants. He's proven many times with the New Day. And, I mean, you can't get strong. There's not a lot of people strong.
Damn, he just got Big E fired.
That's a proud, so, you know.
WWE does not like you.
Maybe I'll get Alistair fired.
Yeah, right?
Nah, Joe, we just got his girl back. Chill the fuck out.
That's right, yeah, that's right.
Zelina's coming back.
Is she?
Because now she doesn't support, you know. I guess she might have deleted that tweet. I don't know.
She doesn't want to unionize the thing, the WWE. So like, oh, you don't want to be the union anymore, you can come back.
Yo, I don't know how I would take shit like that. To be honest with you.
And let's think about it. Why? Yeah, exactly. Like, why would you go back to a company that fired you for a statement that you felt so true to yourself? One, maybe because you need the money. But two, how would that go for you now moving forward where you're actually there? Is your character going to be written the way you want it to? Are you going to be written as a jobber? Are you going to be back managing some fucking body? Or are we going back to Angel Garza? Is that what we're doing? Because Andrade is not there. Andrade is going to fight Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right, yeah. Yeah. Yes.
So, what is the next step for Zelina? Because not for nothing, she's tiny as shit. Okay, she looked like she can go toe to toe with Sasha just because of the size frame. You know, Sasha's little flaquita thing. She's a little small flaquita thing. They can both go at it with the luchador style.
Maybe Alexa Bliss also.
Man, let's not talk about it. That bitch is gone. That bitch is gone. All right, she got Fiend powers now. She got Undertaker powers now. Okay, she's gonna touch the screen like boop, and you're gonna fall. You go.
Word.
That's it. And if it's not her, it's gonna be her little bullshit ass Lily. Lily made me do this. Fue Lily. Fuck Lily. Be like Snitsky and fucking kick the doll like it's not my fault. Bye, and kick the fucking doll out the way, please.
Yo, the wrath of Alexa Bliss. Shit.
I just hate that she has the Fiend's character. Get the fuck away from me with that shit. Why? You don't need it. You don't need it.
Especially when the Fiend's not there.
That's the thing.
I
honestly believe that Bray Wyatt's mental issues kind of trickled down the moment that Luke Harper passed away. I would like to believe that.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's Brody. Yeah, it's definitely the Brody thing. 100%.
Yeah.
The Biggie's been the same way since. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know they were that cool. You know what I'm saying? But apparently, they really were.
I mean, but think about the chemistry that you had the Wyatt family and then the New Day go at it like non-stop for months and months and months on end of who was basically the best trio faction out there was the New Day, who was like still very hot, and then the Wyatt family, who are just basically hot as fuck coming from NXT. And then there was 3 different factions that can go toe to toe that the fans would wanted to see: the Shield versus the Wyatt family, the Wyatt family versus the New Day, and you can even do the New Day versus the Shield. But there's no competition when it comes to the Shield and New Day, that the Shield will always prevail. But with at least the Wyatt family, that Wyatt family was always the wild card. You never know whether A, they were going to end up losing, or B, end up winning, because either way, whether they lost or won, everybody ends up winning. Because everyone ends up selling the way they're supposed to sell in a faction. The Shield will always look strong. Why? Because you had Roman and you had Dean. Dean was the extra player. You know what I'm saying? But then you had your 2 main people that kind of brought that faction into together. And then Dean was doing his own thing, or John Moxley, whatever. Nonetheless, you had those 3 factions that basically could have went toe to toe and just sold no matter what. And then when you had the New Day versus the Wyatt family, it just created magic. That's why they end up becoming so damn close to each other.
Yeah. And the Wyatt family helped the New Day show their toughness. They weren't just a bunch of goofballs fucking around. You know.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it sucks that Brody Lee passed, and then it affects these guys, but it would have been dope if they did like a memorial show from like AEW did. It didn't have to be as deep as AEW, but yeah, I did too. Oh man,
I fucking shed a tear. I was like, fucking emotions. Damn, this nigga was a good wrestler. God damn, they put his son in the middle of the ring. Man, fuck this shit. I'm gonna go smoke my feelings now.
Nah, I hear you. It when any wrestler passes, it's fucking one of those crazy shits. When Vader passed,
except one, we know who that is.
Benoit. Yeah.
Murder suicide. Murder suicide. Exactly. Murder suicide is not good.
I'm not gonna lie though. When I first heard it, I was like, nah, there's no way he did that. It was a mob hit. There's no way he did that. It was a hit. And 30% of me still believes that.
Money.
Yeah.
He owed somebody money.
30% of me still believes that shit. Yeah.
But think about all the flying headbutts that this man did off the top of the ropes and the amount of concussions. And then, of course, this is why it kind of circles right back to Bray Wyatt with his mental health. You know, Benoit was fucked up in the head when Eddie died. And that's when everything fucked up because Eddie was his rock. Yeah. You know, Brody was Bray Wyatt's rock. No matter what, they were brothers. No matter if they change organizations or whatever the case may be, they were still basically like as if they were brothers, as if nothing has ever changed. And when you take one out of the equation due to unfortunate circumstances, you know, Eddie had what? He died off of a stroke, right? He died. He was found dead.
A heart attack, I believe.
Because of a heart attack, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you have Eddie with a heart attack, and now you have Brody Lee with his own like lung issues and everything like that. Not COVID related, but his own health in general. He's been fighting. He's literally fought with his last breath. You know, and that's fucked up. For it to come out of nowhere, especially. You know, it could take a toll on Bray Wyatt, especially, you know, him being so close to where he was and probably even came up with all the concept and plans and ideas who he probably was like, yo, this is the Fiend character. What do you think? And I'm pretty sure that Brody had a lot of input on the Fiend character and just gave Bray all like, these are some great ideas. These are things you might want to pull back. You know, they bounce off of each other.
Yeah.
And it sucks that, you know, it happens to Bray Wyatt, but at least I understand the why behind it.
Sure.
It's true.
I still don't understand Alexa Bliss, but whatever.
You ain't letting that go on you. You ain't letting that go on you.
No.
Nah.
No.
Yeah.
Damn,
Hey.
no.
Yeah,
But if they come out with a Funko Pop of her in her WrestleMania outfit with the crazy makeup, I'm so fucking buying it. I'm such a mark for Funko Pop. I want that shit. Yes.
All right.
Hey, we all have our thing. Right?
Very true.
You know how I feel about Orton and Cena and all that other shit and Jeff Hardy. We all have our thing. I get it. But
100% with it. I understand.
yeah.
But I remember there was one Cena shirt. I forget it. I was like, yo, I'm gonna get that shirt. And then he became Super Cena, and I was like, no, I'm not.
Oh yeah.
I think the first Doctor of Thugonomics, shit like that. I was like, oh, that's cool shit. All of a sudden, it became Super Cena. I was like, yo, fuck.
Yo, I was down with the Doctor of Thugonomics. He pissed on the Undertaker's grave. I was like, this dude's a gangster. Okay, I forgive that he's from Boston. I forgive it. But my man's a thug. All right, he's rapping in there. Okay, I get it. He's something different. And then my man turned into the fucking Marine, and I'm like,
yeah.
This came out of nowhere.
He literally turned into the character, the Marine, since he was playing the Marine.
Yeah, and everything he stood for just went out the window the next week. And I'll never forget it, bro. The Cyber Sunday or Taboo Tuesday, he's fighting Kane, Big Show, Shawn Michaels, and they asked him, which one would you want to wrestle? And his answer was basically, I don't want to wrestle either one of them because they're all bad people. Like, hard competitors to wrestle against. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, you just pissed on the Undertaker's grave last year, and you're fucking scared of Kane, Undertaker, and Kane, Big Show, and Shawn Michaels. You pissed on the Undertaker's fucking grave, and you're afraid of these motherfuckers? You're a bitch. I'm sorry. Lost all respect. That's the moment Cena sucked for me. Not when it became popular. That's the moment.
Turn around and be like, Kane? You know that's the little brother, right?
For real.
Yeah, right.
You don't have as many powers as the Undertaker.
Look at his suit now.
They lost that urn a long time ago.
For real.
He rocks a tank top now. You're gonna be fine, bro. You got him. You got him. You good? Nope. I was like, you motherfucker. Like, wait, what just happened here? You always seriously so lost. I was like, yo, is this a rib? Is he gonna turn back into tomorrow? He'll come out with a jersey on. We'll be fine. It's okay. All of a sudden, the next night, I was like, no, but he's going with this. And the shirts got bright.
I won.
The shirts got bright. I was like, they said shirts so bright. What the fuck is it? Which is not what it's. What? No.
Highlight of Cena.
It was so annoying. Oh my god.
So I remember going to a live event at the Barclays Center, and one of my boys who purchased a ticket said, "Yo, I couldn't go. I'm gonna give my ticket off to so and so." I was like, "All right, bet." And here comes one of my coworkers coming by, and he's like, I looked at them. I said, "Yo, listen, you going to a wrestling event? Rule number 1: you need to wear a wrestling T-shirt. You cannot wear no regular shit to a wrestling event. You need to rock a wrestling shirt." He's like, "All right, cool, no doubt." We go inside, and there's about like 7, 8 of us. We're in there deep, and we're trying to find other people on top of that. This guy goes to the concession stand, goes to the little WWE shop spots that they have there, and he buys a shirt, and he comes back, and this man was like, "Yo, I got a shirt. How's this shirt?" And it's a fucking John Cena shirt. And I just looked at it, and I was like, now, unless you want everybody in our section to boo the fuck out of you for wearing that shirt, my suggestion would be to go back and see if you can exchange it for a different shirt. If you can't, but I don't know what to tell you. He was like, "What? This is how cool is John Cena?" And then one of the other people was like, "Yeah, no, we don't fuck with John Cena."
Word.
Nah. Other people in the group like, "Yo, we got a John Cena shit." Yes, we know he's not really. We're handling this.
It's not a regular. It's not a regular. It's not a regular.
He's not a regular.
Not a regular.
Yeah.
He's just a baby. He's just a baby.
He not be knowing.
So the brightest shirt, it goes, "Yo, I can get attention with that shirt."
Oh
The
yeah.
attention you want, boss. You don't know, not that one, not that one. And yo, you could have easily put a Sasha Banks shirt in. I'd be like, "Yo, way more respect if you put that shit on yourself."
Oh yeah.
Problem. I got no problem.
So
The
he's
fact
like,
that you chose the brightest shirt.
word?
But most of the shit is
John
black.
Cena was the man. Nah, John, we don't like John Cena. If anything, we're probably gonna say John Cena sucks, or fuck John Cena, because Brooklyn is just savages. We're savages, and he's like, "I'm gonna go change it right now." He comes back with a Randy Orton shirt. I say, "You know what? Great.
Still not the best idea, but
improvement." You know what? I'll take it over John Cena.
I hear you. I would too, but you know.
Black shirt.
Word.
You know what
It's
the
like
thing is,
80
and then we
black
have to think
shirts,
about it.
one green one. One green shirt, 80 black shirts. You're like,
Word.
how did you pick that?
Yo, I was
And the best part is that they're all like fucking size medium, large, and extra large. They never have size small.
Okay.
They never have kid size. They never have women's size. There's always medium, large, and extra large. Which one you want?
because we're the only ones buying these shirts, these big boys. Yo, I was at a wrestling event. Me and my brother go to the one after Christmas, that show after Christmas, the Sunday, and we went there. I bought a Dolph Ziggler shirt, and it was the black and pink one. And this woman looks at my shirt and goes, "What grown man wears pink?" And I said, "Honey, you must not know wrestling if you're gonna ask what grown man wears pink at a wrestling event." All right, you ever heard of Bret Hart? You know what I'm saying? But that besides, yeah, I was like, you know what? You're forgiven because you probably came here with your husband and your kids. You don't know shit. All right, cool. I'm gonna go about my business. So we're sitting down, me and my brother, and John Cena's wrestling. I think this is the year he's wrestling Seth Rollins at the main event. And the John Cena sucks, let's go Cena sucks chant goes on. And this kid next to me is, "Let's go Cena." And I'm screaming, "Cena sucks." And yo, this kid turns around to his pops and he stops chanting. And as a grown man, I had to take myself out of the wrestling era. And I looked at the kid. I said, "Yo, kid, root for John Cena. Don't let me stop you from rooting for John Cena." You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay for you to like him. I'm just chanting that he sucks, but do not stop chanting him because someone else is saying that he sucks. And the kid, like the father, looked at me and looked at the kid, and the kid started cheering again. And I started cheering for fucking Cena because of the goddamn kid. But then, like 2 minutes later, I was like, "Oh, Cena sucks some more." But I was like, "Fuck, man!" I made a kid feel bad because Cena sucks.
Wow.
Yeah.
You are such a softie. You
Yeah.
know, some kid was like, see, I'm the opposite. I don't fucking care.
No, but
I walked down the street and some kid had a job. I was like, John Cena, man, John Cena sucks. John Cena's cool, man. That man sucks.
No,
now you wearing the wrong shirt. Whoever your parents is should slap the shit out of you. And I kept walking.
damn. See, but the thing is, I meant
I'm
it.
ruthless.
I meant
ruthless aggression.
I meant Cena sucks. You know what I'm saying? Like to the point where like I would fight Cena. Like that's how much I meant it when I said it. But like
all New Yorkers feel the same way.
Yeah, I feel you.
This is
But
New York.
It brought me back to when I was a kid and Hogan just screwed Macho Man and Sting and turned into the NWO. And I was like, damn, Hogan's a bad guy now. And my pops turned around and said, so? If you like Hogan, you're going to stick with him whether he's a bad guy or a good guy. And that's when I was like, you're right. And that's when I was NWO for life. So this kid, I'm like, yo, bro, even if I'm cheering against Cena, don't let me change who you like. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a thing. It was like, I had to teach this kid the lesson. It doesn't matter who doesn't like Cena. If you like Cena, then like Cena. Don't let my shit persuade you into not or being afraid to express yourself. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those things.
That was a good thing right there. The kids are like, all right, fuck this nigga. I'm gonna all day. But I remember I'm liking Reigns, right? When I told Vince this, right? They were in Pensacola, Florida. That's where
I'm
Reigns
Vince,
is from,
by the way. Just
right?
in case.
I'm saying, and out of nowhere they start booing him. I said, wait, this dude is from your hometown. Fuck all of you. I'm going with Reigns. And that was right before the leukemia thing, right? Then he turned into this, and I was like, somehow I picked the right time to start cheering this dude. Because he's in the business right now. And I was like, shit, good for you. I picked a good time, but it was just because I'm booing you for no good reason. That's like when Bret Hart used to go to Canada. Love. If I'm from New York and I come here and I get booed, the levels of dicks you guys can suck. Yo, I'm from here.
Yeah.
Back me up, son. I'm the good guy. I don't think Reigns was a good guy. I'm like, yo, you fuck all you niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I'm
Listen, nobody could have booed Roman Reigns after he came back from his battle with cancer. If you booed him, you were truly an asshole for booing a cancer survivor.
And the levels of piece of shit
there was no way of going about that.
True.
That's it.
But
Roman Reigns had to do this move to be a villain because nobody was going to go ahead and believe him.
But if he would have came back from his leukemia with that same I'm from the Shield shit, I'd have fucking booed him. I'd have been like, nah, I'm sorry. I'm congratulations on beating the leukemia, but my man, really?
We've been through this.
Yeah.
We've done this already. Yeah.
This is an abusive relationship right now. I can't
We've
stay
spoken
here.
about that.
Yeah.
We've spoken about yeah.
Yeah.
WWE, that's what Raw is really. Every time you go back and watch Raw, you're asking to be punished.
Oh yeah.
Like asking for it. I keep
The
doing
chemo?
it.
What?
Oh no,
No.
no,
not the chemo.
That's fucked up.
This is no. His
No. Wow, you
I'm
completely
just
didn't
more
get that
fucked up
part.
for laughing at it. That's all.
No, clearly that's bad. Oh,
Just like
leukemia's
Raw.
wrong.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Raw's
What
terrible.
we're trying to say, that's the abusive part. People that keep watching Raw are asking to be beat. Like, yo, I'm walking back into it every 3 hours. Every Monday, I'm asking to be assaulted.
Yo.
What you doing? I gotta there's something for that. It's gonna start next week. And guess what? It's up the rest of the fucking year until Heyman gets back there, or they get somebody else. That's it.
So they bring
Yeah.
Brock back. Brock is eventually going to come back soon.
Hopefully.
That'll be 10 minutes of Raw. That'll be good.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
Brock ain't doing an hour. If Brock will show up in the beginning and then show up at the end, it's 10 minutes of Raw that's gonna be good. And in between that shit, hot ass.
Oh yeah. Yo, did anyone catch that fucking I call him Cedric the Entertainer. Cedric Alexander, when he fucking had that 25-minute promo with Shelton Benjamin this Monday, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, bro, get to the fucking point. Like, honestly.
He kept rambling.
Yeah.
He kept rambling.
It's like, we get it.
There was no...
Is somebody telling you to keep going? We need to fill time? Somebody back there going, that's what it had to be. Somebody had to be behind them.
Yeah, I'm
we
waiting.
gotta get somebody in place. Go, keep going.
I'm waiting for him to be like,
that makes sense.
And another thing, in the Hurt Business, your feet stunk. And another thing, your farts smelled like fucking cake food. Like,
I wish they had never broken up the Hurt Business. That wasn't good business at all.
They should never
was
broke
terrible.
up.
That was another strong faction that was doing this thing, and it was just dumb to break them up. It was just pure stupidity. For what? Why? Who was winning from this? No one. Everybody's losing out of the Bobby Lashley because you just want to put a focal point on Bobby Lashley. There was always a focal point on Bobby Lashley, but it was more a focal point on the faction when they had all the gold.
Yeah.
You know, they look stronger that way. It made things more. It made Bobby Lashley more interesting.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And now you just have Bobby Lashley with MVP. He's interesting, but not as much without the faction.
Yeah.
And it sucks because he's a great athlete, but he can't do it by himself. He can't. Roman can go on without Heyman and still carry this shit on. You know?
That's very true, yeah.
I can't say the same for Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley would be like, meh. Like Drew McIntyre. I was excited when he won the belt. I was excited when he won the Royal Rumble. But then after he got the belt, it was like, okay, now what?
You know why? Because my theory, because he defended the title against Randy Orton. Anyone who defends their newly won title against Randy Orton, the minute it just boom, fucking nosedive right into the ground. He's never gonna be remembered. Yeah. Randy Orton is not a legend killer. He's just a fucking straight up killer of wrestling. Sorry, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna rant on this motherfucker. I'm sorry. If Drew McIntyre could have literally fought a fucking baby midget and would have had better fucking matches than with Randy Orton. I'm telling you.
I'm with the baby midget part. Go ahead, keep going. You're right.
Yo,
I agree.
Max Mini.
Can we say Dink? Dink? Remember Dink?
Oh yeah. Dink was my.
Hornswoggle.
Oh yeah.
Use Hornswoggle.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was gonna say Mini Nova. I used to love Mini Nova.
Max Mini. Oh man.
That was dope.
Yo.
Shout out to all the mini wrestlers out there.
For real. For real. But
the joy you brought.
Yeah, it's literally like, and then after that, he fucking turns invincible. He got a shot of Cena in his arm. Like, fuck the COVID vaccine. Shoot me up with some Cena. I'll never get it sick again. My man. I literally saw somebody crash a 747 into his fucking face, and he kicks out of it. It's like, come on, my man. Like,
man, that's crazy.
You put on some muscle, but Jesus fucking Christ, bro. It's impossible to beat you.
It's the kind of guy they love over there. You know, big, brolic white dude. Like, oh, we got to put the title on that guy.
Yeah, but when.
Yep, there he goes.
Yeah.
What a beautiful image.
That's the passion right there. Yeah.
We got you. We're good.
No, but
You just did it.
but yeah, I mean, at least when Hogan did it, he hulked up, and there was a reason by it. These guys are just fucking out of nowhere. Like I used to tell my pops, John Cena must have a twin that just runs down to the ring at the end of the match, and now he's fucking completely fresh. Because I thought my man broke his neck. Like, he was knocked out for 25 minutes, and he pops up. He does his 5 moves of doom, and he runs out of the fucking ring like he's the Ultimate Warrior. It's like, what happened the last 20 minutes? Like, did you not just have a fucking match? It's like, damn, son.
Yeah. It's
There's John Cena. John Cena only has like 5 or 6 moves. Let's be real.
For real.
moves. He can actually do them well.
Much.
He can.
And he sells. That's what it is. He sells well.
Until the end of the match. Then all that damage you did to him was completely gone. Completely fucking
the
gone.
bell rung already. The bell rung already. The match is over. He got paid.
Yo.
He gotta go.
That
He's
match.
going to his next Hollywood movie.
That match he had with the Miz and whatever the fuck the Miz guys was. What was that guy's fuck from NXT? Alex Riley. When they both beat the shit out of they both beat the shit out of him for 30 minutes. Like ran over him with a tank, shot him in the heart, like took his fucking lungs out and all that other shit. And then my man just turned around like, dead or alive, you're coming with me. And fucking AA's 17 people on his fucking shoulders. 1, 2, 3. He's on the ropes. He runs around the ring 52 times. He signs every single person's autograph in 5 seconds. Runs outside. He goes to the next arena and he starts doing fucking jumping jacks. It's like, yo, what the fuck happened? Like, I understand you beat him, but fuck, man. Did he not just kick your ass? Like, not one part of your body is stung from all those kendo stick shots and chair shots and moves?
And then we fast forward to the Firefly Funhouse and he just disappears.
Oh yeah.
Then you really can't see him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God.
Barely any movement. It was entertaining for what it was. It was good for a haha moment, but for an actual match, that wasn't even a match. That was WWE trying to figure out what to do during a pandemic. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah. And the sad part is that was one of the best matches at that WrestleMania.
It really was. That and the Boneyard match, the 2 cinematic matches were probably the best matches. And that Boneyard match was very fucking, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it also.
You know?
I would have loved to seen them in the ring together, but that Boneyard match for what it was dope.
It was the best way they could hide the Undertaker's limitations. You know, it's the best way to do it.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
But I
remember
think
that part is like.
I think AJ Styles is good enough to hide it in the ring, if need be.
I don't doubt it.
Agree.
I don't doubt it. If anybody's going to be AJ, I don't doubt it at all.
Yeah.
But you know how these guys are. They don't want an inkling of him looking like he did against Goldberg.
Yo, I didn't watch that match until maybe like a couple months ago. I just heard what everybody said and saw the little highlights and shit. But I saw the whole match and I was like, wow. It's still better than any John Cena match I've ever seen. But wow. I would rather watch that match than any John Cena match.
Hatred runs deep, my brother.
Oh, deep.
I think John.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to start saying some controversial shit for like, so that way they stop cutting them off. It's like, yo, they're just attacking you. Like every time you're about to say something that might be controversial, they cut you off.
Your mic, your stream, you just be staying there like.
For real, I'll say it. I'll say it. Vince McMahon's racist. The Hurt Business got demolished because they're black. You know, and Drew McIntyre won because he's white. I'll say it. They ain't gonna cut me off, motherfucker. Let my man speak.
I agree. All that is correct, by the way. Absolutely correct. You know what I'm saying?
But what were you saying about John Cena before they cut you off?
That his match with AJ I liked. You know, I don't like Cena, but I thought it was a good match.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, most matches where he loses, I'm a fan of.
The 3 of them.
That's it. Listen, I just want when Charlie reaches that 16-time world champion, all right, for the women's side. I just want her and John Cena to fight for the death to become the 17-time champion. That's all I want. Listen, the equivalence is still there. Doesn't matter. Okay, you have a Flair versus Cena all over again. We can do this.
For real.
If it's done right, we can do this. Charlie will sell the shit out of Cena's moves, and Cena only got like 6 moves, so it's great. We got this in the bag.
True. And Charlotte could beat up Cena for a half hour, and Cena just pop up and, all right, it's my turn.
No, they'll make it an Iron Man match.
Oh,
They'll make it an hour match. They'll make it an hour match to fuck with us.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you wanted it? There it is.
There it goes.
And Vince is the fucking ref.
Oh,
and
yeah.
all people. With the do-rag on.
Do-rag Vince. Oh, shit.
The level of hot mess that was.
And just for the fuck of it, he blows his quads when he counts as the 3. 1, 2, blows his quads. There's no winner.
Vince, how did you do that? You're not using your quads at all.
Someone call Kevin Nash. We need him again. Oh, you hear him? Click, 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 click. That's his knees. That's his knees.
Shit.
Put some W4 on them shits.
Damn.
I met Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. Wonderful people. You know.
Scott Hall sober?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, I don't know now. But when I met him, he was.
Met him. No.
Yeah, totally sober. That was probably at the peak of right.
My boy met him. He was lit.
Damn.
He was like, yo, you smell it from before you get to him.
Shit.
That's who I met. That's how it was with Greg the Hammer Valentine for me. Because I met him when I met Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Who else was down that line? Arn Anderson's brother. I forgot.
Ole Anderson?
Ole Anderson?
Ole Anderson. Yeah. And there was one more. Because it was Brutus, Greg. I think it was Tito. Tito Santana was there. And he was probably the dopest one out of the table and probably the soberest one. And Orly.
Shit.
But out of all of them, that nigga was coming out from the... I was like, oh, where's Greg the Hammer Valentine? You see him coming from the bathroom, staggering, going like this. I'm like, this nigga done like at least 2 lines of cocaine right now in the bathroom. He took 2 bumps, tried to sober up. He had a bottle underneath the table. I was like, yo, this nigga is done. Sheesh. And then I was like, hi, nice to meet you. And I'm trying to get excited, but I just see the drunk music. Where you want me to sign? There. There. Thank you.
He probably still could put on a better match than Cena. I mean...
Oh man, that's terrible.
I was just gonna say
that's so terrible.
The funny part is, I'm not gonna doubt it.
Yo.
Alright, well you guys, I have to call it the night.
Nah,
I have to be mom, do my thing. So it was awesome doing this shit.
Yes, it was.
Yep, definitely. Yo, you're welcome back anytime soon. You know, anytime you want. We're gonna probably do it next Thursday if you want to come through. Show should be around, and we can have more organized conversation.
Don't have a hat and
definitely. Word. Cover that olive oil spot that he got going on.
For real.
Chill. He might come back with Crisco oil next week. We don't know this, all right? We just need to know if it's organic or not. So.
I'll tell you right now, I'm not letting that shit go.
Oh, no.
At all.
Oh, no. I'm going to get me a bottle of olive oil, and I'm going to show that. Yeah.
For you. Everybody at the same time, be on some.
Listen, when's his birthday? We'll get him a bottle. We'll get him the deluxe.
The Costco shit.
Get him the can. There you go, bro.
They cut some BJ shit, yo. And be like, yo, happy birthday, we got you for life. That's it. You got a lifetime supply of olive oil now.
You have a fro before Christmas, bro. You can have a fro before Christmas, brother.
Word, looking like Rick James and shit.
Word.
Alright, y'all. If anything, I'll see y'all next week.
Alright, cool. Appreciate you stopping by.
Liz. No doubt.
Thank you so much.
Alright.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was. Yo.
I've never heard that one. I gotta remember that's. I gotta read if it's plausible. Like, really?
What, for olive oil?
Hey, I gotta read if it's plausible because it's the most ridiculous thing I've heard.
Yeah.
Shit on your head. I'm like,
yeah. Watch this, the minerals and shit that goes into your pores and activates some shit, right? There's probiotics there that do some shit.
It actually reactivate the dead cells there that no longer do shit for you.
Word.
I have some shit like that. It has to be plausible somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, out of everything he could pull out of his ass, olive oil?
Word.
Like, all right, whatever, man.
Hey, man.
That's your thing, brother. That's your thing.
All right, Lay. We're going to have to call it a night. But, yo, next week we'll get into the high-flying big men.
All right, no problem. We definitely will.
Definitely. And everybody on YouTube, yo, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Peace, everybody.
Easy, yo.
Yo. Appreciate you stopping by, Lay.
Good job, man. You have.
Good night, everybody. Hopefully you had fun.